What's up, everybody? It's Jay and Jay with Justin and Jordan. We back.
Yeah.
Still the off season technically. Wondering why the
Yeah.
young boys is wearing suits. Well, let's just say we have an idea that I've been trying to do since we actually started this podcast. Unfortunately, bam! Someone snapped first. Shout out to numbers on the board. They did do it. I've been wanting to do this idea though for the longest. So word of my mother, but. Basically, we want to treat the NBA kind of like a stock market. We have a list of teams right here of how much they cost. So the way that this is going to work is obviously like same way as the stock market. There's 4 quarters. Every quarter there's a review. So what we're going to do is based on win-loss projections or just over exceeding expectations by a certain amount, we're going to decide that ourselves. That's going to be the value of the team stock going up or going down. So that is going to happen every 20 games just about, because there's 82 games to a season, obviously. So every 20 games we're going to review. Let's say we got Knicks stock. Hey, the Knicks, their over-under is 52 and a half games. They on pace to win like 56. Right now, my Knicks stock is worth so-and-so dollars. Do I want to hold that shit? Do I want to sell it, buy some other shit? I don't know yet. You feel me? So that's the way that we're going to evaluate it. We're starting off with $1,000. And then we're going to move on from there. Obviously, the list of teams here and how much they cost is all different. Justin, you got any questions that you think the fans may have?
Well, obviously, we talked about it before the show, and we haven't figured it out yet. But the value of players we might have to figure out on the fly. Because I don't know if you did, but I have players that I would like to buy on and perhaps maybe sell on or warn people, don't even buy it.
Yeah, so I do have players that I want to buy. I don't know if you want to do the players first or the teams after. The only problem that we have, for like Justin said, is the way you see that these teams are tiered. Let's say, for example, there's contenders, there's playoff teams, question marks, young teams / the rest of the teams left over in the league. But there's no way to do that with players, because yeah, we could do like MVP candidates, like top 10 guys. Let's say I buy Durant. Durant's not really looking like a top 10 guy anymore. Sure, but if we do like non-all-stars, Wemby's going to be an easy fucking pickup. Who's not going to buy Wemby? It's like me time traveling 25 years in the past and buying Amazon. That's just not fucking fair. So we're going to have to find a way to try to quantify players. Hopefully we find out some sort of way of how to give them a value, or even just try to just keep those players in mind ourselves, try to evaluate it ourselves, try to make it like, oh, let's say one guy, I'm going to spoil it right now. One guy I'm buying is Kate Cunningham. Let's say he makes an all-star game. Sure, we don't have a dollar amount, but I'm obviously going to say, man, I won on that shit. I knew he was going to be a fucking all-star. Maybe an all-NBA caliber guy. But I'm going to go through the list of all the teams right here and all their values. And me and Justin are going to talk about the teams we are buying, why we're buying them, even give some advice on who we wouldn't fucking buy, obviously. That's another thing. And then we'll get into the players as well. So the first tier that we have is contenders. Since they're the champions, the Celtics are $300. They're the only team that's $300. If you want to waste basically 30% of your money on the Celtics for them to play better than they did last year, to beat their expectations of the win-loss record, or even win a championship, by the way, winning a title, because it's not just a one-season thing. This is going to keep rolling over as long as J&J exists. If they win a title, shit, you could hold that stock. It's going to get bigger, and then you hold it into next season. They're the only $300 team. Nuggets are $250. Our two 200s are the Timberwolves and the Thunder. The Mavs, who did make the finals, are $150, which can be questionable, but let's be real. They were a top 5 seed, not a top 3 seed. They didn't really do anything crazy. They beat their expectations, so I put them in the 150 bracket. The Knicks, Bucks, Sixers, and Suns are also 150s. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, Justin. Kind of didn't want to put Sixers in that contender thing, but let's be real. Just because of name value, having an MVP in there, a rising star in Tyrese Maxey, a star in Paul George, I thought it was only fair to just put it in with the rest of the contenders. We got the playoff teams, question mark. Some of these are going to ruffle some feathers, to be honest with you. We got the Magic at 125, the Cavs at 125, the Lakers at 100. That's going to be one that I think people aren't too happy about, because people are always like, Lakers are contenders. Like you and me said, we got to stop putting Lakers high in our season projections, because they're always a fucking playing team, unfortunately. Even with AD healthy, they're a playing team.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to value them too high. Pacers 100, another question mark. Y'all know why the Pacers are 100. Me and Justin both agreed it's kind of like a fraud run to the ECF when it happened in the moment. I'm not going to put them in that contender part. And with all due respect, I'm not even going to put them the same cost as the Magic and the Cavs because I think those are two teams that are way better that would have cooked the Pacers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And at least the Cavs took a game from the Celtics, something that the Pacers couldn't do. So I'm not respecting the Pacers. Yes, I am salty about that Knicks series. I don't care. Sue me. The rest of the $100 teams, the Heat, who we always have issues with in predicting, the Warriors, Pelicans, Kings, and Grizzlies. Now, the rest of the team I want to quantify into young team / the rest, because not all these are young teams. The two higher tier teams in this are the Rockets and the Spurs. They're both $75. Obviously, the Spurs got Wemby, just got CP3. And then we're also talking about the Rockets, who just barely missed the playoffs. They have a lot of young talent on that team. Sengun, Jalen Green, all these guys. Amen Thompson. Those are the two high-value young teams. Going into the $50 mark, we got the Raptors, which, they have some young pieces around them. Scotty, RJ, quickly. The Bulls were hard to quantify. I'm not going to lie. I put them in the 50, though, because they're like always on the bridge of, right there of the play-in. I didn't want to put them as like a young tanking team and shit like that. But they were hard to quantify. They still got Zach LaVine, Kobe White, so on and so forth. Then the Hornets, I'm projecting they're going to be better based on their value right here at $50, depending on LaMelo Ball. Because we know when LaMelo plays, they're a playing team.
Yeah.
That's 40-something wins. So it kind of depends on his health. That's probably the hardest, most volatile stock in this shit. Just like the stock market, this is like a fucking penny stock. If I buy into this shit, bro, I could come up big if LaMelo plays. If not, I'm fucked. I can't make rent. You feel me? And then the rest of the $25 teams, the Blazers, we know what the Blazers are.
Yeah.
They fucking suck. The Hawks, they're going to suck, even with Trae Young. I don't want to hate on Zachary yet, but not really too high on him. The Wizards are the Wizards. The Pistons, unfortunately, are the Pistons. And the Nets are at the very bottom side, 25, are the Nets. So with everything explained for you guys, we're going to get into the teams that we're going to buy. And then again, we'll go into teams we definitely won't touch. And we're going to end it off on some players. So, Justin, the first team, once you saw this list that I gave you, who are you buying stock in?
Oh, man. I just want to say you explained that really, really well.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Shout out to you for coming up with this. I'm excited to dive deep, pause, into this list. But
Do your thing.
the first team I'm going to buy stock in, well, it might be shocking. I don't want to go with my team yet because maybe you want to snag them or they might still be there.
Well, we could both take them.
We could both take them.
That's another thing, too. I'm sorry I didn't explain that. There's no exclusivity, by the way. If Justin want to take the Hornets and I want to take the Hornets, that's fine.
All right. The first team I'm going to take right now is the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Wow.
Yeah, at 125. And my reasoning behind that is this is a team that was last season. I don't know if they won. I'm trying to pull up the standings right now. If they won 50 games or they were just right there.
The Cavs, they won 49.
48 right here. 48
okay.
and 34. And this is a season with Donovan Mitchell missing time at a point of the season. Darius Garland being out with the jaw and all that shit. And big pause. And having to deal with that. Evan Mobley missing some time. And we had moments. I remember during All-Star break, we were talking about Donovan Mitchell as a potential MVP candidate because he was carrying this team. And with all the turmoil and all the shit that was going on throughout the season, for this team to win 48 games, that's a big time fucking deal. And now they're getting rid of JB Bickerstaff and bringing in Kenny Atkinson. I'm potential, like for me, I know we talked about the players and we're probably going to talk about them later, but one of the guys that I'm buying stock in for next year is Darius Garland.
Nice.
Because of everything he dealt with last season. I think that was probably the worst it could possibly get. I think he has a bounce back year next season. And the first year these two played together, I thought they were great together. It was just all the shit they had to deal with this year. And then you just extended Jared Allen. So you have your front court with Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. Another season with Donovan Mitchell. You signed that extension with him. So this team is locked up. And with Kenny Atkinson, I think this team is going to look a lot better offensively. We saw what he did with the Nets in 2019. And I think it was good for him to sit with the Warriors and kind of learn under their system. Because I know Colin, shout out to him. He says JB Biggerstaff's his offensive schemes are fucking garbage. Like he said, a lot of the times the game plan was give Donovan the ball and get the fuck out the way. So maybe with Kenny Atkinson, we see more different philosophies. We see Darius Garland off the ball a little bit more, and we see what they could do. But with everybody being healthy, I don't see why this team can't be a 50-plus win team next season.
50.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. No, yeah, that is a good team. Team I considered. Shout out to the Cavs. I will not be talking about them later on, but definitely not a team I would sell on either. They're going to be a really good team, just my own personal preference. They're going to be a team that's going to overexceed expectations. Their win-loss is probably, like 48 and a half, I'd guess 47 and a half.
Probably.
I think they could hit that. Like you said, I think they could hit 50
I can
wins.
check that right now.
Yeah, I'll find that as well, too, because that's going to be part of our of how we qualify teams. But yeah, they could win 50 games, 50 flat, maybe 51 at the most. They got the talent to do it. They got the MVP candidate and Donovan Mitchell. It was just a matter of injuries, and then now you got a new coach. So shout out to the Cavs. I am gonna do this right now. Might as well get out the way. New York Knicks for $150. Take that shot my account. I would pay $200 for this. I would pay $250 for this. Honestly, I would pay that much money on the Knicks. Do we gotta talk about the additions?
You could charge my card too.
You could charge my card twice. I'll take two Knicks stocks.
My card.
I can make my whole thing just Knicks stock, just 5 fucking Knicks stocks, right? But on a serious note, though, we don't gotta talk about the additions. We know that we got Bridges. You feel me? We got Julius Randle coming back. Breaking news, by the way, we just got Landry Shamet.
Landry fucking Shamet.
That's gonna be a problem. I can't even joke around like that, but like seriously, Jalen Brunson MVP candidate campaign's coming once again. He's gonna finish top 5 again. Julius Randle's coming back. He's hearing the noise of people not selling his shirt. The Knicks aren't selling his shirt. His shirt is there for sale. We're not moving on from Randle. Let's stop talking about moving Randle. Look, I like Walker Kessler. Let's stop talking about moving Julius Randle, a 24, 10, and 5 guy for Walker Kessler. All due respect. Unless we get in a bunch of picks out of it, which we're not. We're not getting the picks. So let's just cut all that shenanigans out. We have an incredible wing defensive tandem. We have an incredible deep bench. We got Deuce out there. We got Devo still out there. We got Josh Hart out there. All guys who could start on a bunch of teams. The Knicks are projected to win 52.5 games on some sports books. Others 53.5. I'm going to go about 52.5. I'm going to be a little bit conservative. I think the Knicks will win 54, 55 games. Is that home team bias? Maybe, but let's just be real. OG, Randle, and Brunson was unbeatable, basically. Unfucking beatable. You want to say the sample size was too small? That was like a fifth of the season that they played together. It was like just about a fifth, just about. It was just less than 20 games, right? So it's a fair enough sample size. We got better with Bridges. All those guys broke down. Everyone's coming back. Even if we project OG to go down, because he really does get hurt once in a while, I can't lie, every single year. We got Bridges to take in his role at least this point in time. And we swap in a Josh Hart or a Devo. We have that rather than swapping in both Hart and Devo. Love to both of them. But Bridges is a major upgrade. A major, major upgrade. And I'm really praying, bro. Please, Mitchell Robinson, play 60 games, bro. Because that comment he made when he said some shit, he was like, bro, check it. I played more than half the season. Bro, like, that's 48 games.
Yeah, he's put in like 42,
That's like 45. I'm like,
games,
bro, like, come on, bro. Play 57.
Yeah.
57.
I'm like, you playing 40 fucking 2 games is not moving me.
I'll take 57, bro. If you give me 57 games, bro, we will be incredible.
Yeah.
We could get close to 60. Maybe not 60 exactly. We could get close to 60, though. I don't see why not. I really don't see why not. There's going to be a conference finals team. I'm really hoping this is a finals team because that would increase the stock even more. Take that 150 out of my fucking balance right now, ASAP.
Yeah. I just didn't want to be the guy.
Do it. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
cares?
They charge my card, whatever.
Charge my card.
I charge my card. I just didn't want to do it off rip because you know how people are. They talk about the Knicks all the time, but fuck it.
Yes, because that's our fucking team.
Yeah, that's our team. But I'm glad you brought it up because this whole Julius Randle bullshit is kind of getting annoying, and I hope he doesn't feed into it. But he was also another guy that I'm buying stock into next season, just because just all the bullshit that I've been hearing on his name, like the fit with him. Like every time I hear like concerns with the Knicks, they're like, how's Julius Randle gonna fit in? He doesn't fit with this team. He doesn't do this. He doesn't do that. I'm like, yo, This motherfucker, yeah, he has shit to probably clean up just to make sure we can all be a cohesive offense. But we forget that this guy is a 3-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA player, and people just they kind of just forget about that. And having him in the playoffs would have been a fucking tremendous help. Even though we beat the Sixers in the first round, I was like, damn, bro, if we had Julius Randle, it would have been a lot. It would have helped a lot. Especially,
easier.
Yeah, it would have been a lot easier. And I think he's gonna have another like big time season. I mean, the counting stats might take a little dip just because of all the additions, and he might have to like sacrifice a little bit. But I think he can make his presence felt. He sacrificed the 3-ball a little bit, went back to the bully ball. Like when he's playing at that level, it's hard to fucking stop him. And I just have a lot of stock in this team. Like you mentioned, when Bridges and OG was there and Brunson, nobody could fuck with us. I remember I was here saying, shit, I think we could have won 60 games last year if OG didn't get hurt, if nobody got hurt. And now we have Mikal Bridges, who's probably a better version of OG, just in case if OG goes down. So shit, if everybody stays healthy, yeah, I was thinking around the realm of like 53 to 57 games.
Why not?
Yeah, I was like, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
I think 57 is the peak. That's a good
I think
number.
57 is the peak. And I'm like, with a coach like Tibbs is probably licking his chops right now. We talked about it with the coaching episode, like the best coaches in the league. We have Tibbs in the elite coach category, especially with the defensive schemes he draws up. And now you have like the ultimate personnel with Bridges and OG as a wing tandem. It's gonna be scary for a lot of teams in the league, bro. Like if that motherfucker was winning games with Elfrid Payton, shit, I could only imagine. Now you got the 2 Ferraris for the lockdown defenders. So yeah, I'm charge my card, bro.
No, that was a bar. So I said I got the 2 Ferraris and defenders. I'll fuck with that.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm about to start using that for everything. I'm about to steal that shit later on. Like a couple months from now, I'm gonna say some shit like, yeah, he's like the Ferrari of shooting some shit.
I know.
And that's gonna be a
I know
callback.
Gilbert Arenas be saying that. He's like, I got the Bugatti. And then this guy's like a Honda Civic.
Oh, he said it was he said it with Bronny. He said that something like he had like the Bugatti body pause, but like a something engine. You feel me? Like he gotta hype himself up to really lock in.
He got a Toyota engine or some shit.
Yeah, some shit like that. But yeah, shout out to the Knicks, bro. So you using your Knicks pick right now, basically?
Hell yeah.
Okay. You
I'm
want to
down,
use your Knicks
I'm down
pick?
to $725.
I'm taking the Bucks, another 150 team.
That's a good one.
I don't care what a lot of people say. By the way, I just want to address this right now. I was in a live last night, 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
Shout out to this one dude on TikTok. I forgot his name. It's Top something. He a cool young boy. He always lets me up to talk and shit. We be talking shit. But topic he had was Dame versus Kyrie all time. I don't know why it's even a conversation. Damian Lillard is the number one option. And a lot of people were saying, a lot of ignorant people were jumping in saying like, yo, but Dame didn't win anything with Giannis. I feel like this just proves people weren't even watching. He was hurt. I'm not gonna lie, Justin. Like, I would have been scared to see the Bucks with Giannis in that second round, especially with
Hell yeah.
wait, hold on. Especially with how clutch Cash Money Chris Middleton looked. He averaged
the way he was playing in the
series.
playoffs, I'm like, where the fuck was this at?
We would have been cooked.
Yeah, I would have been tight.
We would have been cooked. If that was happening to us, I would have been so tight. Like, bro, he made 3 clutch ass shots in one game. Banked one of them.
That game was crazy.
Banked one of them. Yo, I was so hyped. I was so fucking hyped. But again, we're talking about a team that went to conference finals in the Pacers, right? Almost getting beaten by a Patrick Beverly hurt Damian Lillard hurt Chris Middleton team. Add Giannis to that bunch. Why would I not be excited?
Yeah.
That big 3 is going to do great things this season. We just need Giannis to not get hurt in the playoffs. I don't know why that's been like the new theme with him recently, because the year before he got hurt. He missed how many games against the Heat? 2 or 3? I forget.
I think it was 2.
Yeah, I think he missed 2 games against the Heat. Obviously critical games that obviously instead of the Heat going to the finals. Could have been them. It really could have been them going to the finals to play the Nuggets, which is what I kind of predicted and really wanted them to do. But this team is going to go far as long as everyone's healthy. Is that going to happen? I don't know. Like Damian Lillard has said on Club 520, like he was dealing with a lot of personal stuff with the divorce and not seeing his kids and shit like that. New city, and he was honest. It was a city he didn't really want to go to. He would have rather have been a Net in the Heat. We all know that. For whatever reason, he wanted to be a Net. But now they had the year to gel. Hopefully everyone's rested. Hopefully Cash Money Chris can stay healthy and even preserve himself for the playoffs. Obviously, you have, at worst, the third best player in the world. Because the three best players in the world, to me right now, are Luka, Jokic, and Giannis. Feel me? Shea's on the outside looking in. He'll be into that soon. He'll be in contention for that. Embiid is not there. Sorry, Embiid's not there for me. I don't care how good he is in the regular season. He averaged 37 in the regular season. I'm not going to give it to him. But you have at worst the third best player in the world. You have a great co-star in Damian Lillard. You have a great third option in the playoffs to take that last shot in Chris Middleton to close. They're going to be able to do it this year, Justin. That 49 wins last year is an anomaly. We know there's a consistent 50-win team. This is free money. This is free money I'm going to be getting back, honestly. As long as nobody gets hurt for 20-something games, this is free fucking money. Why would I not take the Bucks? Shout out the Bucks, another team that can be a contender. I really want to look at a team that could go deep in the playoffs to give me my money back. You feel me? Win 50-plus games, give me my money back. Go to the finals, maybe be the champion, give me my money back. You feel me? And I think this is one of the best ways to get to that avenue.
Yeah, I like how this is going because it's like the third team in a row where I have a player on the team that I'm buying stock in, and that player is Damian Lillard. You said it, how he said he was dealing with so much shit this season, and it was kind of a up and down year for him. And it's crazy, a down year for Damian Lillard is still 24 points a game, and also
we cooked him for the playoff. Not the playoff, the All-Star starting.
Yeah, we did.
Which I'm still tight about. But
yeah, I'm still.
He deserved All-Star, just not starting.
Yeah, and I remember, I think it was on the Bill Simmons podcast. Doc Rivers said he came into the season out of shape because he was scared to work out and potentially get hurt and fuck shit up for his trade. But now he knows he's here. He's working out. I don't know where it was, but he said he's doing like 4-a-days, like 4-a-day workouts. Like, so he's gonna come back into the season in shape. He's already built the rapport with Giannis. They have a full season together. Hopefully, I mean, the shit that scares me with this team is kind of the depth, the age of this team. They are on the older side. You still have Doc Rivers as a coach. That's the thing that's always going to be in the back of my mind. But I think as a regular season team, they're going to be right there, probably a top 3 team in the East. And I think Damian Lillard is going to have a bounce back year. Like he's going to shut everybody up this upcoming season. And yeah, I fucked with everything you said. Giannis is a top 3 player in the world. And as long as he stays healthy, this team is going to be very scary next season.
So who's your next pickup?
My next pickup, damn.
Wait, I'm sorry. I just want to reiterate. So you're buying the Bucks, or you're just buying Dame?
I'm just buying Dame.
Okay. All right, so your next team then. I just wanted to confirm.
My next team I'm going to buy is, fuck it, I'll just do it now. I'm going to buy the Oklahoma City Thunder.
So am I. And I think this is kind of a risky pick, but so am I.
Yeah. They probably had the best offseason out of every team in the NBA.
Did they?
What, the Knicks?
Hey, the other blue and orange.
We did real good too, but they got one of our guys, so it's like, with the addition of Alex Caruso, who you got for free, and then getting Isaiah Hartenstein that you paid a pretty penny for, but it's gonna be all worth it. Shea, who just finished second in MVP, he's only gonna get better next season. You had Chet Holmgren rookie season. He showed everybody what he could do in the playoffs. Kind of disappointed a little bit in that Maverick series, but he's only going to get better with time, put on muscle, and he'll be back. Same thing with J-Dub, who had a great season, and also him showing his age in the playoffs. He'll be back with more reps. This team is going to continue to build continuity together, and they have one of the best coaches in the league, in my opinion, with Mark Daigneault. And this team is real. They got a real squad, bro. With Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe coming off the bench, given what they could provide. Cason Wallace being a pest and him giving you good minutes. Everything this team could do. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody else. Like, you could say a name just in case I'm forgetting somebody.
I'm trying to think. So, because what I was going to say is, Justin, imagine this, and they're not going to all play at the same time. Shea, Lou Dort,
Oh, Lou Dort, I forgot.
Caruso,
Yeah.
J Dub, I Heart, right?
Yeah.
Chet. Like, that's not even line. So I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
you swap out Chet for I Heart. You swap out Case and Wallace. You swap in Case and Wallace for, let's say, a Lou Dort.
Yeah.
You put in a Caruso for a J Dub. You feel me? And I'm still forgetting someone. Like you said, I'm forgetting someone as well.
I feel like I'm forgetting
I
somebody.
said Caruso, Shea, J Dub, Dort,
Yeah.
Case and Wallace, I Heart, Chet. Nah, I think that's everybody that's like in terms of that two-way, well, not two-way, but defensive, like menacing ability.
Yeah.
That's a 7-man rotation of just straight defense.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get possessions off, just being honest.
Yeah.
I'm taking the under on every team that plays against them.
Nah, yeah.
Truthfully.
And this is a 57 win team from last season. Do I think they're gonna win 60? I don't know. I
I
mean,
think 58 is enough just to go up because the projection is 56 and a half. You could either match and it stays the value at 57 or it goes up more.
nah, yeah. I don't see them being like the overwhelming like 65 win team in the league. But I probably see them being kind of like around where they was at, maybe like a game or two better. But even then, this team, on paper, they've gotten better from last season, and we're all gonna know that. Like them winning 55 games doesn't mean they got worse. We know that the playoffs is gonna be the biggest testament for this team, as it should be. But I'm just buying into another Shea MVP season, and then the growth of Chet Holmgren and J Dub, and then the veteran presence of Alex Caruso and Isaiah Hartenstein, what they could bring to this team.
Yeah, that's one thing too. Since you basically said it all in terms of roster, I'm gonna explain why I'm gonna hold on to them and why I said this was risky from the start. Not because they're gonna fall off or anything. It's just that their projection's 56 and a half wins. You feel me?
Yeah.
If I want to make money back, there is one of two ways, right? Either they match their production, which means they stay at 200, they overexceed that, or they're on pace to overexceed that, even if it's just 57. Or the reason why I'm holding them, I think they're going to go deep into the playoffs. Like I explained at the start with this whole concept, the teams that go deeper in the playoffs, they're going to be worth more and more money. You feel me? They're going to go up by, let's say, $25, $50 for every series they win. We're going to talk about that later on in terms of evaluation. But let's say they win a championship, they're going to skyrocket even more. This is a finals contender. That's why this is a team that's separated from the rest. The only teams that cost more is the Nuggets and the Celtics. You are a top 3 costing team because you're tied with the Timberwolves at $200. Why would I not take this? This is really good value with the Thunder at $200. I think that they go deep into the playoffs as a Western Conference Finals team just based on that. Even if they win 54 games, 55 games, and they drop in price in that moment, I'm buying the fucking dip. I am buying the dip. When we do that Q4 review and they win 53 games, I'm going to say, Justin, I'm buying more Thunder stock. You know why? Because they're going to the finals. They're going to the conference finals at worst. And that's going to raise the value. So that's why I bought the Thunder. That's truthfully why I bought them. I'm going to hold on to them for playoff reasons. Not even for, by All-Star break, I'm going to want to sell because they'll be on pace for like 60 wins. No. I'm holding on to these guys till the end of the postseason because they're going to go deep in the playoffs. That's why I'm keeping the Thunder. Who's your next team, Justin, since we both bought the Thunder? Hopefully we don't get one when we rematch again.
This one I'm going to say is a very, very...
Can I cut you off real quick, by the way?
Yeah.
I realized I fucked up.
What happened?
I forgot the Jazz. But the Jazz would be $25. It's not going to be much of a difference, though. It's not going to be much of a difference, though.
Oh, shit.
But I'm not buying the Jazz.
I have the list open right here. I didn't even fucking notice.
No, I don't have the Jazz. Sorry to Laurie Marketing. Shout out to you. Shout out to Walker Kessler.
All right, so I still got 525. This is a very, very risky pick, but
the stock market is all about risk, Justin.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the risk, and I'm gonna explain both sides of the risk. But I'm gonna take the Memphis Grizzlies.
Wow.
For $100. The reason for that, I'll explain both sides. The reason for that is just everything they've been through last season, the suspension of Ja, him coming back, him getting hurt, Desmond Bane missing most of, or damn near all of last season. Jaren Jackson missing some time, but still getting some time to play as the number one option. But now you have Ja Morant coming back, Desmond Bane coming back. You drafted Zach Edey. I think this team could be a playoff team, like top 6 team, but probably at the end of it. But the concern with this team, because I know with Ja Morant, with this team has been like one of the top seeds the last 2 seasons, and I know you say the West has gotten better. But the concern with this team, with why it is risky, is multiple reasons. You have Jaren Jackson, who gets hurt here and there, who
Every
could put
fucking year.
yeah, who
And
could
can't rebound.
yeah, who can't rebound, who could potentially go down. Ja Morant, who misses probably around 18 to 20-ish games a season, and we don't know what could happen next year. And also, when you take into account playoffs, like advancing in the playoffs, there's probably, I want to say, like 4 teams in the West that you could probably pencil in that they're not fucking with. So you're risking that this team could just get bounced in the playoffs. Because, like, they're not beating the Nuggets in a series.
Absolutely
They're
not.
not beating the Thunder in a series. They're not beating the T-Wolves. I'm taking the Mavs over them. And then after that, everything...
The Suns?
I wouldn't say it's a definite, but those 4 teams, I would say I would definitely take ahead of them. Everybody else is probably like a question mark. And then you also have Zach Edey, who just came off an injury in the summer league. You don't know what he's gonna be yet. You took a risk with him. Everyone's saying he's Zubac on steroids. We'll wait and see, because his play style doesn't really match with what Ja Morant is trying to do. And you also have Gigi Jackson, who just got surgery, and he's gonna be out for, I think, 6 weeks, or maybe more than that. Actually, I don't know the exact
I
time.
think it's 2 months. Well, it
might
might
be.
basically 6 weeks, right? No, it's 8 weeks is 2 months, but basically 2 months, just about.
Yeah. I'm kind of just buying their regular season wins. I don't know what the total's at right now. Playoffs, for the playoffs with them, it kind of just comes down to matchups and seeding. Because if they play one of those 4 teams, it might be wraps.
I got you with the Grizzlies. They're at about 47. No, every book says 47 and a half. Every book says 47 and a half.
47.
That's a tough number.
That's
they
tough.
could win 48, 49,
I could see them winning like 49.
but they could also win 45. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's how tough the West is. Like, that's why, just to butt in real quick, this is why I was kind of hesitant on the Grizzlies, because a lot of people were like, for example, when Dave was here, he was like, come on, it's like a 50-win team coming back. That was a 50-win team when the West had more bottom feeders, with all due respect.
I think best case scenario for them is 49.
Yeah, so you're buying, but you could also buy in the playoff, them going far to the playoffs. And it's possible that they shoot up and they're still like a 52, 53-win team like they were in the past. But this is very volatile too. This is a risky pick. I respect you for taking it, because the next team, once you finish your analysis, the next team that I picked is very volatile as well.
Oh yeah, I'm really done with.
Oh, you really
everything.
done with that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick a team that's in a similar boat. By the way, I'm marking off all my teams with X's, make sure that I don't repeat. Yeah. I'm marking off a team that is having a similar situation as well. Similar pricing, similar guards as well, but I think mine is better, Justin, in comparison to yours, all due respect. Sacramento Kings for $100. You guys know how high I've been on De'Aaron Fox since the draft. Since the draft day 1, since Kentucky. I always tell Justin all the time, I always got to remind him whenever I do my De'Aaron Fox agenda and propaganda, that he's one of the guys that got me to watching a full season of college ball, just because of him and Malik Monk, who was also on this team on Kentucky, right? So this was a team that just missed the playoffs, won the first playing game, lost the second one, unfortunately. But there's a team that is currently right now at 47.5 wins, if I'm not mistaken, right? We just got DeRozan. I say we because that's my second team. We got rid of Harrison Barnes and Chris Duarte. We brought in DeMar DeRozan, a guy who's clutch. You got 2 of the clutchest guys on the same team in the league, and De'Aaron Fox and DeMar DeRozan. You got a Sabonis who just went All-NBA and got MVP votes. People got tight about that. I think he finished 7th or 8th in MVP voting. But shout out to Sabonis. Respect Sabonis. Second best big man playmaker in the league, only behind Jokic. It's a fight between him and Şengün, but I got Sabonis as number 2. This is a good big 3, as well as good surrounding pieces, like I said, in a Malik Monk, as well as a Keegan Murray who's going to get better. Why could I not buy stock in this team? This team, to me, is more of a playoff lock than I hate to shit on Justin's pick, but y'all know I'm not fucking with the Grizzlies this upcoming season, man. I've been saying it for a minute. I'm not rocking with the Grizzlies. I think the Kings are a better team than the Grizzlies. I think the Kings are a top 6 seed. I don't think they're a playing team. And they kind of proved it last season. They missed being out of the plan by like a game or two. Quite literally a game or two. They were right there. They just couldn't get in, unfortunately. But they were right there. You could say close doesn't count for shit. Close but no cigar don't mean nothing. I don't care, bro. They are a team that's going to finish top 6. De'Aaron Fox is an elite point guard. He's a top 5 point guard in the NBA. I've said numerous times, he's a top 5 point guard in the NBA. Sabonis is a top 20 player in the league. DeRozan is clutch. Keegan Murray's young and growing up. He's getting better. Malik Monk is one of the best bench pieces in the league. You feel me? This is a team that's going to be one of the best offenses in the NBA, top 3 offense in the NBA. And I think they could at least win the series this time around. 2 seasons ago, they lost to the Warriors in 7. I think they really should have won that. But that's fine. They're going to win their first series this upcoming season.
I'm hyped for Kings, man. Shout out to DeMar DeRozan.
Buy some King stock.
I won't be doing that.
Buy some King stock.
He just dropped a new book.
Oh, about the depression and stuff like that. Yeah, shout out to DeRozan. And obviously him doing like a media tour. Not for the book, by the way, but just his cover fight told me shit was fire. I fucked with it. But Justin, this might as well bring up the argument in the middle of the stocks and all the buying. We're doing a lot of buying. Can you explain why the Grizzlies are better than the Kings?
I mean, I just didn't want to take the Kings just because I don't know. It's just the West is just so top heavy, and it's like, do I see them falling into the top 6? Because I feel like I could group the Kings within the group of, I would say the Grizzlies, Pelicans, Kings kind of fall under the same umbrella.
Of what? Playing teams or borderline locks?
I feel like those 3 teams are kind of like, they could be like 6, 7. Yeah, kind of like the last playoff spot, like locked in playoff spot, or like the early playing spots. I feel like those 3 are like in a group of their own. The top dogs we know is the Nuggets, Thunder, Mavericks, Timberwolves. Then I would probably put those 3, and then maybe you could probably throw the Suns in there too.
I'm about to say Suns and Lakers too. Like that's the teams that's gonna fill out 6 through 10.
I don't know about the Lakers.
You don't think the Lakers could be a top 10 seed?
Oh, top 10,
That's what I'm saying. Those are the teams that fall in between 6 and 10.
Yeah.
You just gotta figure out.
The Lakers have constantly been a fucking 9 seed.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I see where you're coming from. I think the Kings are going to be able to separate themselves from the rest of the teams, though, to be honest with you. Which sounds crazy, but you know I'm always high on De'Aaron Fox.
Nah, yeah,
I'm stupid high on him.
I don't think the Grizzlies are that much better because I think you're just picking hairs at this point, like between those 2 teams. Like if that was a playoff series,
I was about to say who wins in the series.
That very well could go to 7 games.
I'm taking the Kings in 6, baby. We've seen Ja get hurt in the playoffs. But even if we don't account for that, Sabonis is killing Triple J on the boards.
I'm not gonna lie, I think the Kings might win that shit.
Keegan Murray's gonna shoot out the gym, you feel me? DeRozan's gonna get them tough shots. Malik Monk is gonna come in, destroy that unit. By the way, one addition that I didn't talk about, key addition for the Kings. They did get J-Mac. They do have J-Mac on the roster. Shout out to him. He is on a 1-year deal. I actually forgot
Jordan
about that.
McLaughlin for the people listening.
Who else would I be talking about? That's what he's known as. He's known as J-Mac. I don't know why you laughing. That's his nickname. If you go to Basketball Reference, it literally says J-Mac. The basketball announcers say J-Mac. So yeah, we got J-Mac on the roster too. He's obviously gonna provide penetration in the paint as well too, as well as some defense. But yeah, bro, this is a good ass team, bro. I think the Kings are gonna win 51 games. Honestly, I think they're a 51 team. Sounds crazy with how tough the West is, but I consider them to be more locked into playoffs than the Grizzlies. I feel like we've had constant, especially with Dave around, constant Grizzlies and Kings debates, Ja and Fox debates. I'd take the Fox and the Kings in both of those debates. I think they're going to be a lock. I think they're going to win the playoff series this year. I love you, D Fox. Shout out to his new shoes, by the way. I fucks with the logo. The logo go tough. I don't know if you saw it, Justin.
What brand is he with?
Under Curry.
Oh, he's under Curry.
Yeah. The thing itself though looks fire. The logo.
I didn't see his logo.
Tripping. It looks fire. Rather than just being DF and the number, you feel me? Like DF5, like they put his initials in the shape of a fox. That shit goes tough.
Damn.
That shit goes stupid.
I gotta see that.
Shout out to him though. What's your next team though, Justin?
My next team, I might be kind of crazy for this, but I'm gonna just say fuck it. My next team is the San Antonio Spurs.
I got them as well, so I'll just mark them off.
And it's really, I mean, I know we talked about earlier buying stock in the players, but like, it's not to say that I'm buying stock in Wemby, but like, a lot of this is really you're banking on Wemby to do some crazy shit. And right now I'm looking at FanDuel and their win total is at 36.5.
I'm taking that.
Yeah, I was kind
I'm
of
hammering that pause.
last year they won 22 games. Do I think they'll get 37? I don't know. I kind of thought about like 32, 33-ish, which is still an improvement, a very big improvement. I'm just gonna take it because if they do get 37, that's gonna be a big, big payday. Especially with the additions they have. They got Chris Paul in the offseason. I know he's old, but having Chris Paul there versus what you try to do with Jeremy Sohan and what you did with Trey Jones, it's gonna look a lot better. And it's crazy how great Wemby looked with just Trey Jones. So putting Chris Paul there, it's going to look a lot better. It's going to probably make me wish, like while we're watching this throughout the season, that, damn, I wish he played with fucking 2013 Chris Paul.
Dude, fuck 2013. Even if he played with Sun CP3 when he first
Yeah, that
got
would have
there,
been insane.
That would have been disgusting. Thunder CP3. Like,
And then-
we don't even need peak CP.
Yeah, and then you have another season of Devin Vassell, who I think will probably take another step. Keldon Johnson, his role is still kind of up in the air. I don't really think he's a fit with this team. Stephon Castle, who's a rookie who most likely be learning under Chris Paul and seeing what he could do with this team. I'm just excited what they could do. Wemby, I'm checking FanDuel right now. You know they have Wemby props, like Wemby specials.
That's kind of glazing.
I want to read you some of these shits.
That's kind of glazing.
Victor Wembanyama to record a quadruple double in any game in the regular
That's got to be
season.
plus 50,000.
Plus 1,200.
That's so stupid. No.
Victor Wembanyama to score 50 points in any game in the regular season.
I could take that. Plus 2,000.
Plus 130. Yeah.
50 is hard, bro.
Yeah, bro. Victor Wembanyama to score 55 plus points in any game in the regular
That's
season.
probably like plus 350 then at this point. I would put that.
Plus 650.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit.
Is there a 60 ball?
60 ball plus 2,500.
Is there 20 rebounds?
25 rebound one. That one is
25?
yeah, plus 800.
Has he gotten 20 before?
I think he might have gotten 20.
Yeah. No,
Oh, against the Knicks, he had 40 and 20.
Yeah. We saw that at Hooligans.
To record 6 triple doubles during the season,
I could see that.
plus 1,800.
Wait. What was a quadruple double again?
The quadruple double
You
was
said 1,200?
plus 1,200.
So they think a quadruple double that has only happened 4 times, I believe. I think it was Hakeem twice, David Robinson, someone else way back then. They think that that is more likely than 8 triple doubles when everyone in the NBA can get a triple double right now.
Yeah.
We saw Kemba Walker get a triple double on Christmas, the worst triple double ever. But 8 triple doubles is crazy
No,
for
6
Wemby.
triple doubles.
6?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That is, they gotta fix the value, bro. Quadruple double needs to be higher.
12 block game plus 900. Nigga, 12 blocks.
That's insane.
That's
bro.
insane.
I feel like they kind of glazing a little
To
bit.
record 8 threes in any game plus 380.
It would happen. Only one though. Only one.
To make 10 threes in a game plus 2,200.
That's stupid. No, that needs to be higher.
To record 15 assists in any game plus 1,200.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then to record 8 steals in any game plus 900.
Steals.
Yeah.
I mean, he beat Pauls. He got the long arms.
I mean,
to get
he
the
just
steals
have
with
to. But yeah, this whole pick is really just based on Wemby. If Wemby goes down, this whole stock might be fucked.
I don't even want to put that in the air.
Yeah, I don't want to put that in the air. I'll knock on wood right here.
By the way, no comments on Harrison Barnes.
Oh, that's actually a solid pickup.
I know, I was fucking with you. I wasn't being too crazy, but like I was just being funny. But hey, man, that's a good bench piece because
Yeah.
hopefully Keldon Johnson picks it up, bro. I feel like a lot of people are low on him. Like, and it sucks too because if we did this episode a couple years ago, I would have said that I bought stock on him, bro. Shit.
He's a good player. I just don't think he fits with this team.
If he don't pan out, I might have to sell that shit. And I've had that shit for a couple of years now. But shout out to Keldon Johnson. I want him to pick it up too. You said everything, honestly. Like, this is based on Wemby being incredible And hopefully CP3 could still tap into that vintage CP3 once every couple of games. I know he didn't look too hot with the Warriors. That was like the first time he really looked old as fuck, honestly. That looked like the first time where he didn't look like himself in a long ass time. But I think he'll be able to tap into some vintage CP3 games. Do you think CP3 could get 20 assists
In a game?
right now with Wemby?
Yeah.
I think he could really do it, bro. Maybe that's Glaze. He could at least get 15, right? With his age and the minutes that he be playing.
Hell yeah,
he could at least get 15. That's like the minimum. But I could see him getting 20, bro. I could see Wemby being 26, 13 with 3.5 blocks.
He could fuck around and have like 8 assists in the first quarter.
Yeah.
It really depends how many minutes he's playing, though.
I would literally just dish it to Wemby.
Yeah.
And be like, yo, figure that shit out. Yo, and like you said, like wishing like he got CP3 back in 2013. Like I said too, like, bro, even like CP3 3 years ago would have been a problem with Wemby. 3 years ago.
He would have added like 10 points per game to Wemby.
Yeah.
Just like off of easy buckets.
Yeah. Just 3 years ago, bro. 3 years ago.
Because I remember somebody was talking about it. They played with Jason Kidd at the All-Star game. They're like, yo, you got to run the floor hard and I'm going to see you. And he's like, that's another like 6 to 8 points per game for you.
Yeah, bro. Bro, big shout out to Wemby though. Wemby, this is why I didn't want to do like players, bro. I'm not buying Wemby stock just because like that feels like an easy ass fucking cop out.
I'm not buying that.
That sounds like a cop out answer. We want to be more creative in the players that we pick. But again, this pick is mostly based on Wemby. Like I said, 26, 13, 3.5 blocks. Maybe is even being conservative. They're saying he could get more than 4 a game. He was close to 4 last season. I don't know if I'm gonna dash him for 4 yet. He's gonna be a monster, bro. All NBA, obviously. If you project him for that, All NBA, MVP.
If you look at superstar guys when they go into year 2, it's a big jump. Luka,
phenomenal.
From 21 points per game to 28 his second year. LeBron went from 21 to like 27 his second year.
27.
I think KD went from 20 to 25 his second year. Shaq went from like 23 to like 29.
I don't know if you want to count Embiid, but I'm pretty sure Embiid went from like 20 flat, even though he played 30 games, to like 24, 25. Maybe I'm tripping.
You can count that. Shit.
But he also had 3 years to train.
Yeah, he did.
That's a problem.
Yeah. But like we see the greats from year 1 to year 2. It's a big jump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a very big jump. So a lot of this stock is really predicated on Wemby.
Shout out to Wemby though. Yeah. What's your next team though, Justin? So that we could get over the Wemby glaze.
I think I might just spend all my bread and just buy the Boston Celtics.
Seriously?
Well,
that's all the bread you got left already?
I have $350. If I buy the Celtics, I still got $50.
Wow, I got a lot of teams. Yo, I'm about to be doing the solo show out here, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I spread my money out a lot. While you talk about the Celtics, let me make sure I add this up correctly because the way you saying it, like, damn, I got a lot of teams left over, but they are 300. Continue though.
I was like, I'm gonna just spend a chunk of my bread on the Celtics, and a big part of this really just is, the playoff runs. Do I think that this team is gonna win 60 plus games again? No, I don't think so. They got it done last season, and I think now the pressure's off them, the monkey's off their back. I mean, now they're gonna go into this season as the hunted, and but I think they understand that they don't need to win 60 plus games again to just. I think they just want to control that 1 seed. What it did for them this entire playoff run, in the Eastern Conference, the only team I see as a threat for them is the Knicks and maybe the Bucks if, knock on wood, Giannis is healthy. But if they play their cards right, they are going to be an Eastern Conference Finals team. Hopefully, and I think next season we will see Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown on a revenge tour, both kind of for the same reasons. Jason Tatum hearing the shit on his name all summer, not playing in the Olympics, and then Jaylen Brown, who actually has had a pretty great summer outside of the USA shit, him being left off of that. But I think he's going to take that into account. Him training in the fucking pool. I think he's going to come back like a fucking monster. He's really on his... He's having a great summer right now. And I think he's going to come back. Like, the pressure's off me. And I feel like the scariest motherfuckers are the ones that have nothing to lose. They got the championship. Now it's just like, all right, we're gonna just come for everybody that's trying to fuck with us. The biggest concern with this team, though, Porzingis is out, unfortunately, and they're saying he's probably gonna be out until December-ish. We don't know the exact timetable, but we saw in the playoffs that this team was able to win without Porzingis, and then we saw what they were capable of once he came back in that first game of the finals. But nonetheless, they could still rack up a bunch of wins even without Porzingis. And with Drew Holiday and Derek White, that tandem is probably. We talked about Ferrari wing defenders with the Knicks. These motherfuckers are like the Audis of backcourt defenders.
Wait a second. The Audi's better though. I mean, the Audi's not better. The Ferrari's better.
Lambos of backcourt.
They like the Lambo. They like the Rolls Royce, the Bentleys. You feel me?
Yeah.
He said the Audi. Shout out Audis though, but damn.
Yeah, I just threw out a random name, but they're probably like the Lambos of backcourt defenders. So it's gonna be very, very scary. They match up very well with a lot of teams, and I think this team could probably if nobody gets hurt outside of Porzingis, this team could probably be a ECF like minimum team.
Damn. So I did my math. I was actually missing 100, so I need another team. But I still got mad teams. So I got 4 teams left. Because I'm not gonna lie, I made some fun picks, right? I did make some fun picks, and I really wanted to pick the Pistons just to cheat and be a little bit quick with it. But I made a couple of fun picks. So getting one out the way, and by the way, I had to make an emergency pick with that extra 100. But getting out the way right now, fuck the Celtics, by the way. But I did buy the Pelicans just based on the addition of DeJounte Murray. Now, what they're listed as is 46.5 wins mostly. They have 145. They have 3 45s, a 46.5, another 47.5, and a 46.5. Just based on majority rules. 3 books got them at 45.5. I'm counting the 45.5. You feel me? So we got DeJounte Murray joining the team. Finally get a ball handler. You don't have to do it by committee of, okay, Zion, you handle the ball. All right, now, CJ, you handle the ball. CJ, by the way, I do not want you running my offense. Thank God if you go back to what you're good at doing, which is shot creation. You are not a fucking playmaker. But this is banking on a couple of things. It's volatile. I said this was a fun pick. Didn't really want to put my eggs into too many baskets. But my thing is this. I'm banking on Zion playing 60-plus games. That's hard. That's hard to believe in. But even then, if he goes down, at least we have DeJounte Murray to pick up the pieces and not just CJ McCollum. Now, there's another question mark in here. Brandon Ingram. That's going to be a tough thing to maneuver around also in terms of this stock market. I think if they get rid of Brandon Ingram, they still got Trey Murphy III to fill in his spot. I think he's more than competent to take that, and he could take that jump. I'm high on Trey Murphy, by the way. Didn't buy stock in him just because, he's still got his spot filled, which should rightfully be his spot.
Yeah.
But currently right now, I don't know how much they can do if, let's say, Brandon Ingram sits down and you have to run with that big three of Zion, CJ, and DeJounte. But DeJounte, we've seen him carry the Spurs, respectfully. We've seen him carry the Spurs to were they a playing team or a damn near playing team?
Though
his very last year, DeMar was gone. I think they won like 37 games.
Were I think they might have been like the 10th seed of the play.
Yeah, they won like 39 games.
They lost that first game though, I think.
Yeah, they were like 39 games. We've seen them capable of doing it. Now you've got some actual help. Hopefully you get Zion for 60 games. Hopefully you get CJ McCollum to do his thing, Trey Murphy to do his thing, to fill in that spot. In case Brandon Ingram sits down. Has he said anything about sitting out, by the way?
I don't think so.
So maybe he fucking plays. Even if he plays, even better. But 46 wins, I think they could do it. There's a playoff team to me. At worst, a play-in team. Hopefully that they can make it in and hit their over on that.
Yeah.
If you have any comments on that, by the way, just on the Pelicans.
I will comment because this was a team I was looking at, and DeJounte Murray was actually on my list of guys that I was buying stock into for next season.
Me too.
Yeah, just because they finally got their point guard, and a lot of my list of guys that I was buying into was really guys that like were pretty like known players and established players that might have had a down season due to injury or certain things, and I don't see that shit happening again. And DeJounte Murray playing with Trae Young for the last 2 years in Atlanta, we saw that DeJounte had his best games when Trae Young was out.
Correct.
or when Trae Young was on the bench. And
Dropped 40 something.
yeah, against the Celtics, like, and then you also saw DeJounte take a dip defensively because Atlanta was asking him to be the point of attack defender while also being like the second creator and the second initiator for the offense. That's gonna take a lot of him. Like, you're asking him to guard the best player on the other team and then go make some shit happen when Trae Young don't got it. And they said it was a lot of your turn, my turn shit. So that shit wasn't really efficient at all. Now you're going into he's joining the Pelicans with CJ McCollum, who's one of the better shot creators in the league. You're joining Zion Williamson, who's one of the best talents in the NBA. He slimmed down too. Hopefully he keeps it that way. I mean, he does look slimmed down, but let's see what he could do. Brandon Ingram is question mark, but
Question mark.
I think we believe he's gonna play, and it doesn't hurt to have him on the team. And then you still have Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, Jose Alvarado, a lot of people on this team. DeJounte Murray could go back to being a point guard, and he won't be tasked of being the primary point of attack defender because you still have Herb Jones, Trey Murphy. You still have B.I., who's not really that bad defensively. So it's going to look a lot better, and it's going to be exciting to see what Zion could do with an actual point guard. I mean, he had Lonzo, and we saw that, and it looked pretty good, but after that, they just went away from it. The one thing that's scary about this team is they don't have a center.
That's what I didn't want to cut you off. That was also my concern. I forgot about. Is Missy really going to get them big ass minutes off?
Missy is a rookie, and they're, I guess, depending on him. We'll see.
Kind of has to. They lost Valanciunas.
Yeah, they lost Valanciunas. Yeah, I guess he's gonna have to just do it. And you're really banking on Zion too. If Zion goes down, this team could. I don't know. I feel like this team is capable of winning games without Zion. Like, if he's out for like a couple games, like knowing, all right, we're not gonna have Zion for like 3 to 4 games, we could hold it down. But when it's like we don't have Zion for 30 games. That's when it becomes a different thing. I hope this is the year that Zion plays like. Well, last year he played a lot of games too.
Let me see how many exactly.
If I'm not mistaken, he played what?
I really just need him to play 60. You know why? Because I think with them 22 left over, he played 70 games last year.
Oh shit!
But if he plays 60 minimum, like with those 22 leftover games, depending on the schedule, obviously, I think that they could go 10-10. They could go 500. And obviously with Zion, you're going to be way over 500.
Yeah.
I think there's a team that could be 500 without Zion compared to previous years.
I want him to play 65. Get those awards, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Get those awards. Yeah. But yeah, this was a team that I considered buying stock in. I no longer can't because I am
niggas
broke. I have $50 left. I could go one of two ways.
You have money left?
Yeah.
Oh, so why you let me skip you? I thought you said you wasted all your money on the Celtics.
Nah, but it was like a big chunk of my money.
Okay. So what you got left?
I have $50 left, so I could go one of two ways. Just go all out on one team, or split between the shitty teams. And I think I'd rather just go all out on one team. A team that I would have liked to buy stock on, but I didn't manage my money properly, would have been the Houston Rockets. But I don't have enough money. But I think I'm going to go ahead and I want to just pull up their win projections real quick before I charge my card real quick. So the last team that I will be buying stock in is the Toronto Raptors.
So am I. That was going to be my next fun pick. That's exactly what I was going to talk about next.
$50. Last season, I'm just pulling it up, they won 25 games. The FanDuel has them projected at 30.5.
Everyone has them at 30.
They were
one.
the 12th seed last year, and my reasoning for picking them is just now you have a full season of Emmanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett. I know Scotty Barnes got hurt towards the end. You're coming back with all of them to start the season. You predicted it. We'll have to wait and see if it happens, but that Emmanuel Quickley will be an all-star with the Raptors. We saw the RJ era had begun.
Damn, I wanted to say it.
Yeah, the
Fuck.
The RJ era had begun since he got traded to the Raptors. He became a fucking efficient god. And let's see if that keeps up. Scotty Barnes was an all-star last year, and he's only going to continue to get better. and we'll see what they do like internally. I mean, Grady is gonna come back. Hopefully, he's better.
Grady who?
I'm not gonna say it.
I don't know who you talk like. You talking about like Grady Sizemore, like the coach of the White Sox? Who you talking about?
Grady D.
I don't know who you talking about.
Yeah,
Who you talking about?
Grady D.
I don't know who that is, nigga.
Pause.
Who the fuck is that?
Fuck it. But they did lose Gary Trent, who went to the Bucks. That's actually a very good pickup for the Bucks. But I'm banking on those three. Just bouncing back next year, and they were a 12 seed last year. I'm banking on them being a playing team just because the teams that made it in front of them, Philly, if Embiid plays more, they aren't going to be a playing team. They'll probably be a top 6 seed. The Miami Heat will probably stay where they're at. The 8th, maybe 7th seed. Chicago Bulls, I see them dropping down. We'll see what really happens with the Zach LaVine shit, but I think they're probably gonna fall down. The Atlanta Hawks are also another team I think will fall down. They were the 10th seed last year. And then right above Toronto was the Brooklyn Nets, who will probably be a lot worse. And then the only teams under Toronto based on last season was the Charlotte Hornets, who could probably sneak into the play-in as well with them. And then the Wizards and the Pistons, who I think will still stay down low. I think the Raptors could be probably a 9th or 10th seed this upcoming season, and that's only going to bring their stock up. Do I think they could win a play-in game? I don't know about that.
No.
But I think 25 games they won last year, I could see them winning like 31.
Yeah.
And they'll look a lot better, especially when they have all their guys to start the season, and hopefully everyone is healthy.
Damn, so Justin took away my Colin shout out of the RJ era, but just to quantify what Justin was talking about, being an efficient god. 22, 6, and 4 on 55% shooting and 39 from 3 for a 61% true shooting percentage, which is way better than anything he's ever done in his career.
Yeah.
We're also going to get a full season on RJ, not only because of him getting there from the trade, but unfortunately because of what happened with his brother. Rest in peace to his brother. He missed numerous games for that as well. But like Justin said, talking about full season, these guys meshing together. We saw Scotty make the All-Star game. Is Quickly going to make the All-Star game this season? No, but he will be an All-Star by the end of his career, within the next 2-3 years even. The guy I'm buying stock in, by the way, just to spoil it, is RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett will be an All-Star this year.
Yeah, I'm thinking, RJ season.
RJ Barrett will be an All-Star this year just based on the fact of, like, he could get you. He will get you 23, maybe to 24 points per game. That's going to be his cap for this upcoming season, right? I could see Scotty becoming a little bit more of a playmaker because, let's be real, we've seen it in New York. Quickly's not exactly the pure point guard out there. He's not the guy you really want. He's the guy you want bringing up the ball. He's not the guy who's really making the plays. You feel me? He's not that premier playmaker. It's going to have to be Scotty Barnes that steps up, or they're going to have to find some other avenue. Because as we all know, RJ's not no playmaker neither. You feel me? But I think Scotty's going to take a step back in terms of scoring. RJ's going to take that scoring role, be the first option. Shout out to RJ Barrett. I think Justin, 31 is not enough because we've seen playing teams in the East, they won like 37, 38. I can see this team winning 36 games. And that's going to be enough to sink into play-in. For them to be listed at 30.5, for me, is a steal. It is a big-ass fucking steal, bro. Because, like I said, 36, 37, bro, they could peak at 40. I don't see why they can't win 40 games just because of how bad all the niggas below them is. Like we just said, the Hawks that was above them, they signed down. The Bulls above them, they're sliding stupid down. These are bottom feeders at this point. All due respect to them, they're all bottom feeders.
The Sixers should go up. Mm-hmm. The plan should really look like this. If everything goes well, it should be the Pacers, Heat, and then Raptors, Hornets.
Yeah.
That's how it should
But Hornets is also predicated on LaMelo being healthy.
Yeah, LaMelo healthy.
Which is why out of all the $50 options, I think this is the best one for value. By far. By far.
Yeah.
I didn't think this was a team that should have been 75. They're not as good as the Rockets and the Spurs.
No.
But they're also better than the bottom feeders. And I would say like this is the best $50 option. You feel me? Even if I wanted to make it more complicated, I would have made them like 60. But that's stupid. Why have one $60 team? Keeping it consistent. I think it's good $50 value. This is the best $50 value out of the three teams. That's 50 in terms of the Bulls and the Hornets. Because They're both playing teams, but it depends on a bunch of different factors. You feel me?
Yeah.
Is Zach LaVine going to stay there? Is Kobe White's thing sustainable? What's Patrick Williams going to do, for example?
Kobe White was one of the players I said sell stock on.
What's going to happen with Vucevic? You feel me?
Yeah.
And in terms of just the Hornets, B-Dub, he's like that. You feel me? He's cool, but is LaMelo going to play 50 games, 60 games? I don't know. I don't want to risk it. One of the most volatile stocks you could buy out there. Again, that's a penny stock. You're gonna make a lot of bread on that shit if it pans out. But I don't think it's gonna pan out this season. Unfortunately, it's too risky.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna take the Raptors.
Yeah.
I guess I gotta move now. I can officially move on Dolo. The next team that I got right here, Justin, is the Rockets, who just missed the playoffs. Now, let me make sure that I do see their projected wins is at 43.5 consensus, basically. 2 of them say 42.5, 3 say 43.5. I fucking love the Rockets. Why? Because one of the players, again, I'm spoiling right now that I bought stock in is Şengün. This guy's an all-star. Should have been an all-star last season. Don't know why Paul George stole his spot. Paul George stole the spots of many people. Darren Fox, Şengün. Remember, I did a whole rant on that. There were 6 guys that deserved it way fucking more than Paul George. Şengün will be an all-star this season. You feel me? The Rockets will make the playoffs. Play in at least. The Rockets will win 46 wins. 46 games. I think what they have the line at is a little too low, to be honest with you. That 43.5, 42.5. They'll win 46.
Yeah, they won 41 last year.
That's what I'm saying. To improve
And that's
by
with
1 or 2 games.
That's with Şengün going down.
Yeah, to improve by 1 or 2 games. Now the question marks are, which was the narratives brought up, and I hate that narratives get brought up to split players. Oh, Jalen Green only did this because Şengün was down. You feel me? I don't know how you feel about that narrative. I think it's a stupid narrative. They'll learn to coexist. They will learn to coexist. You got them, Reed, Amen. Hopefully Cam Whitmore pans out because we were so stupid high on him. We were stupid high on him on the draft. You feel me?
Still stupid high on him.
That's what I'm saying. Hopefully he pans out this season.
They have a good problem of the too many guys.
Same thing as the Thunder. I mean, they had to ship away Josh Giddey. You feel me? They don't have to make that decision now. They could still throw out, hey, whoever's playing the best, you're gonna play these fucking minutes. When guys got to get paid, though, that's when it's the question mark.
We're gonna look back on that team, and people are gonna be like, "How did this team? If only they stayed together." Type shit.
Not onto the validity of the Thunder from like 2012, where it's like, oh shit, they had Harden, like KD, Westbrook.
Yeah, it won't be like that.
But to a point of like, damn, they have like 5 All-Star players. They legitimately have 5 guys that are All-Star. Jabari Parker, by the way. Shout out to him. But am I missing any other names?
You
basically?
mean Jabari Smith?
Jabari Smith. Why I say Parker? Yo, I'm bugging out. I'm bugging out.
I thought you was about to tell a story real quick.
No. Jabari Smith. Shout out to Jabari, though, the OG Jabari. But they have a lot of young talent. But like you said, they have a good problem. It's a war chest of young talent. You feel me? We'll see who pans out the most. The best player on the team to me still is Şengün.
Yes.
He's going to be an all-star. I think this is a team that, I'm not going to lie, Justin, not trying to start beef, you feel me? Not trying to start any problems, but any debates. But I think this team will be better than the Grizzlies, too. That's my hot take. I think they have a better chance against the playoffs than the Grizzlies do. And obviously, when we're going to talk about teams that we selling, they're going to make it over the Warriors.
Yeah.
I'm not buying.
I'm not buying.
I would sell options. I would buy options for the Warriors to go down, is what I'm basically saying. You feel me?
I hate people that make excuses for the Warriors. Like, yes, they made moves and it was pretty cool, but it's the fucking West.
Kaminga's not even going to get paid. And it's like, yo, mad Warriors fans are stupid high on Cum Bucket. I don't know why. I'm sorry. He's not like that, bro. He's really not like that. And that's why I try to tell you and Dave in that one debate, he's really not like that, bro. And unfortunately, we didn't even get to see how that debate panned out. Because what was the argument about again? It was the Warriors versus who? The Lakers or some shit?
Yeah.
And about Curry closing, we didn't get to see that playing rematch. But they didn't even beat the fucking Kings, bro.
They couldn't beat the Kings.
And that was with Clank Thompson. But he also was the reason they fucking lost.
Yeah.
But shout out to the Rockets. They barely missed the play-in. They'll make it this year. Maybe even be a playoff stay. Next team I'm going to be talking about is actually my final team, Justin.
Yeah.
I looked at the $100. I really did. Because like I told you, I did the math. I bought $900 worth of stocks. Pacers, no. I'm sorry. I'm not buying into you. I'm not. The Heat, we know what the Heat do. They're just going to let me down.
Jimmy Butler has interest in the Nets.
Yeah, they'll let me down. Then I looked at the Warriors and I said, why the fuck would I take the Warriors?
Nah, yeah, I'm not taking
Why would I take the Warriors? Stupid pickup, you feel me? And then obviously I was priced out of the Magic and the Cavs, unfortunately, by $25. Suns are too expensive. You feel me? Mavs are too expensive. Grizzlies were a possibility. I still respect the Grizzlies. They could do some things. Just gonna check the win total right here. But Justin, this leaves me with one team, right? One team. And wow, the value is actually really good. 43.5 wins. The Los Angeles Lakers. How could I not take it? How could I not take it? And you want to hear something funny? I realized I forgot another team too to put in the list.
Cool.
They would have been $100 too, but I would not buy them. The Clippers.
It's funny because I looked at them in the standings. I'm like, I wouldn't have bought these niggas.
I wouldn't buy them
even
either.
have brought them up.
I wouldn't buy them either, but they're $100 team. I'm not buying them either. You
Hell
feel
no.
me? But the Lakers, bro. Why not? 45 wins. We see them do it every year. They just gotta perform 2 wins above what they're expected to do. I understand that they're dealing with a couple of issues, but hey man, it's Bron, it's AD. Maybe I'm still on that Kool-Aid of the Lakers being anything important. But all I need from you guys is 45 wins. I need 45 wins, and then a playoff spot will be the cherry on top. You feel me? That would be extra money for me. But it was the last $100 I got. This kind of a desperation pick. It was between them, the Grizzlies, and the Clippers as realistic contenders. I would take the Lakers out of them 3, honestly. The Grizzlies win-loss total is a little bit too high for me. I don't even think they're going to really do that. The Clippers is ass. You feel me? The Pacers were frauds. Everyone else that I would have really wanted was $25, $50 too extra. I'm going to go with the fucking Lakers. Austin Reeves, 20-point per game season loading right now. Shout out to him.
What the fuck?
You don't think so?
Hell no.
Hey, man.
He averaged what last year? 13 and a half?
Why? But it's natural progression, bro. You don't think he could get better?
I could see him getting like 15.
Respect Austin Reeves.
No, he's a good player.
Obviously, 20's a gas.
20's a guys.
But not trying to be funny, though. Bron, AD.
I feel like D'Lo will get 20 before Reeves gets 20.
No. D'Lo got to take a step back if they want to win. But by the way, I think Austin Reeves is better than D'Lo. I don't know how you feel about that. That's debate. That's discourse in the Lakers community as well. By the way,
I think Reeves fits in better.
I think he's a better player.
He
too.
fits in better.
He's a better fan. He's a better player. If I'm on a bad team, I'd rather take Austin Reeves. If I'm on a team trying to win something, I want Austin Reeves as well.
It's a conversation.
It's a conversation.
On a team trying to win, I'd rather have Austin Reeves. Yeah.
It's 2 homeless niggas arguing about who's more broke.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it real. They're not trash or nothing, but it's just like, it's not a debate that anyone really wants to have. But I think Austin Reeves is a better player than D'Lo.
If I'm the Knicks, I'd rather have Austin Reeves. If I'm the Nets, I might rather have D'Lo.
No matter what, I'd rather have Austin Reeves, to be honest with you. To be completely honest with you, I'd rather have Austin Reeves. The Lakers have any crazy additions, by the way? No, it says none.
Bronny.
It says none. I forgot about that. It says none. We don't need Spencer Dinwiddie anyway, so we went back to the Mavs again. But yeah, that's all the teams that we have. Just going to list off my teams. Justin can do his as well if you marked yours.
Yeah, I got mine.
So I bought the Knicks, the Bucks, the Pelicans, the Rockets, the Spurs, the Raptors, the Kings, the Thunder, and the Lakers. Justin had a more interesting thing. He put his eggs into the defending champions. Sorry, not defending champions. What was it? That,
reigning champions.
Well, no, defending champions is the term. What's the term that Mazzulla said? He said defending champions is a passive aggressive term because they're trying to say we have a target on our back. No, we have a target on our forehead. Like he said something like we're on the attack, something like that, rather than they on the defense. This nigga be corny as hell, bro. David Goggins ass nigga, bro. But nah, it was a smart strategy. I'm not even trying to be funny. I did consider the Nuggets. I did consider the Celtics, but they were just way too expensive, and for good reason. They're the last 2 champions.
I didn't consider the Nuggets.
You didn't consider the Nuggets at all? Wow.
It's just very scary. Banking on the young guys.
Banking on the best player in the world, too.
And banking on the best player in the world.
It's the best player in the world. But go through your list real quick.
So I bought the Cleveland Cavaliers, the New York Knicks, the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Memphis Grizzlies, the San Antonio Spurs, the Boston Celtics, and the Toronto Raptors.
Nice. And teams, just going real quick, that I would not have touched with a 30-yard stick. The Suns, for 150. Would not have touched them. Would not have touched them. They were a tough team to grade, by the way, when I made this. They were better than the $100 teams, obviously. I would say they're slightly better than the Magic and the Cavs. I don't think they're contenders, but it's just that You could also tell me if you agree or disagree, Justin. I just didn't think that they fit in with the Cavs and the Magic. Being completely honest with you, but they were way better than every $100 team. I don't think there's a single $100 team listed that's better than the Suns. So I said, fuck it, star power. They won a decent amount last year. Maybe they can improve with the little improvements that they made. Fuck, let's throw them into contenders. I would not touch the Suns though. Being completely honest with you,
Yeah.
Would not touch the Sixers
Yeah.
for neither for win total or for going deep in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You're losing money on that shit.
Yeah.
Would not have touched the Sixers.
And even, yeah, they have more of a case for win total just because last year they won 47 games. Their win total right now is 52.5 according to FanDuel.
For the Sixers?
Yeah, Embiid played 39 games last year, so you're probably thinking if he plays a little bit more, he could probably get you to 53. But even then, you're banking on him being healthy, which he never is. Paul George also being healthy. And then we already know how we feel about them. Playoff wise, I don't see them going that far.
Yeah, you making money off of them making the playoffs. Sure, that maybe that's a lot, but every series you win, your value goes up.
I think you're banking.
Their value not going up at all.
I think you're banking more on the regular season wins.
Correct, and I don't like their win total.
Yeah, 52.5 is
That's tough.
It's tough.
Maybe 50 flat, but
50 flat, yeah.
and that's with them being healthy. But no, I'm not doing that. I'm just going through a quick list, by the way, of teams I don't want to touch.
Yeah.
Didn't want to touch the Heat. Didn't
Yeah,
want to touch the
hell no.
Warriors, obviously.
Nah. You
Pacers-
said the Clippers already, right?
Yeah, the Clippers.
Yeah.
Pacers are cool. I wouldn't say they're. I didn't want them, but I wouldn't say they're gonna have a big ass downfall either. You feel me? They're just kind of there. There's a couple teams that's
It's
kind of
like
there.
if every team is healthy, they're gonna be a 7 seed lock. Because the only reason the Sixers were a 7 seed was because Embiid went down.
Yeah,
They were what
Correct.
top 3 projected before he got hurt.
and it was separated going into the final game, bro, by like a game.
Nah, yeah.
Everyone separated by a game, 2 games.
And then even then, you take that same argument with everybody being healthy, they might lose in the first fucking round. So I wouldn't even touch them.
And the Hornets just because of what's it called, LaMelo Ball's injury history. Yeah, when he plays, they're good. When he doesn't play, they're garbage. The Bulls are gonna be garbage.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were as bad as the $25 teams. That's another team that was tough to grade. I think they're better than every $25 team, but they're also ass too. It felt unfair to put them in the 25s. And then there's some 25s I would have bought, to be completely honest with you. Well, not some. I would have bought the Pistons just for fun. Just for fun. 24.5 is their projected. They can win 26 games, bro. It took a historic losing streak to get to where they were. Mind you, games that they were in too. They were in a decent amount of
beat the
games.
Celtics one game.
Yeah, they almost beat the Celtics. I saw that shit live.
Almost beat the Knicks.
That shit went to OT, you feel me? But they could win 26 games. That was an anomaly of a season last year. They're not going to lose 30 games in a row. They're not going to.
And now they got JB Bickerstaff.
Another year of Cade, by the way.
Yeah.
Y'all know I'm always high on Cade Cunningham. But and then the 25s are kind of like obvious. I don't even want to name them, but that's the only 25 I would have bought. The Pistons. I would not have touched the Wizards. The Hawks are going to go down bad.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly too happy with the Blazers, honestly. They're still a question mark. Maybe they could do something, maybe not. I think they're low-key volatile. You might be able to get some value out of them just based off win total. And then the Nets are going to be garbage.
Yeah,
The Nets will be the worst team in the league next year, I think. I don't know how you feel about that. I think they're the worst team in the league.
No, I think so too. It's either, I think it's them or maybe the Wizards.
That's it. Them or the
Yeah.
Wizards, or maybe the Blazers if they really want to bottom out. They want to try to tank.
Yeah, in the West. I mean, I don't know. I think it would be the Nets. Because if you just went team for team, I feel like the Blazers whooped the Nets.
Yeah, but the other thing you got to factor too is that they're playing the West teams more.
Yeah, that's
And the
true.
West teams are better. Like the Blazers are the only bottom feeder West team.
Them and the Jazz, I guess.
Them and the Jazz, but let's be real, the Jazz, you could kind of lock them in for like 30 wins, 27 or 30 wins. The Blazers are not winning 25 games.
Yeah, the Jazz, even though they're bad, they're still like kind of a tough game.
That's what I'm saying. And obviously the Spurs are going up.
Spurs are going
The
up.
Rockets,
is going
the
up.
Rockets have been way up anyways on the Blazers, you feel me, compared to last year. But by the way, that was an L pick I took last year, saying the Rockets wouldn't be good. Just because of the Dylan Brooks addition and the Fred VanVleet. But yeah, that's all teams I wouldn't have touched, just unless you have a different viewpoint of teams you wouldn't have touched. Based on what you said, it sounded like you wouldn't touch the Nuggets for their value.
Yeah, I contemplated, but I was like, it's kind of scary because the win total.
51.5.
Yeah, they won 57 last year. 51.5.
I think they could hit that.
They could probably get that.
They could hit
Damn,
that. I think they could
dropped
win a series at minimum, obviously. Maybe even 2 series. Unless you're just saying it's because it costs too much. But they were better. To me, they're better than
for the cost.
teams.
It's tough because I mean they did drop that fucking win total. Because if they had the win total at like 53.5, I would have been like stay away. But 50, what was it? 51?
52.5, 51.5.
If it's
Based on the
51,
book.
it's tough because you're banking on the young guys for Denver. Obviously you're betting on the best player in the world, which I have all the confidence in the world in him. But now you have questions. Is Jamal Murray the same?
Whoa.
What?
You're not ready for the Westbrook revenge tour?
Fuck no.
Hey, man. I'm not on Westbrook neither.
Nah.
I ain't been on high Westbrook in years.
Now you have to question, is Jamal Murray going to be the same guy? Because we saw in the playoffs, he wasn't that superhero that he normally is in the playoffs. In the Olympics, he was fucking awful.
Terrible.
So now
Jokic, baby.
we have to go into the season. Is this who he is now? Or was it just an injury? We got to find out. Michael Porter Jr. is going to have, he wasn't that hot in the playoffs either. So now we have to see what he does. Aaron Gordon. So it's just a lot of factors. And Jokic is kind of just going to have to just put duct tape all over that shit and say, let's go. But
I just want to see why you talk how many games he won like in the past when this team was ass.
Oh, when they had Campazzo?
Basically.
Yeah.
They went close to 50.
Shit,
bro.
Jokic by himself could probably get you that. This is another one where you're buying into Jokic, really. And what the other guys can give you, what Christian Brown could give you, Julian Strawther, whatever, Peyton Watson, can all these guys give you a jump? And then off rip, their backup center, Day'Ron Holmes, fucking tore his Achilles, I'm pretty sure. So that's already a big blow. He was supposed to be the backup center to Jokic. I don't know if DeAndre Jordan is still on the team, but that's another bad thing for them. So it's like they can't catch a break right now. But if anyone could do it, it's Jokic. So, but for that price, it's a little steep.
Yeah, so the year with Campazzo where they lost to the Warriors, they won 48. But remember, wait.
Oh,
Remember, MPJ played 9 games as well. He was also hurt.
I remember I picked him up in fantasy that year.
He was also hurt. But that was also first year with Aaron Gordon.
Oh, okay.
And the year before, they won 47, which was another one where Jamal actually got hurt. He played 48 games. But this was, to me, an anomaly. This is when they lost to the Suns, correct? Yeah, it was when they lost to the Suns. But basically, without MPJ and without Jamal Murray, this man won 48 games. I think with MPJ, with Jamal Murray, but everyone else kind of not being like that because you're losing those supporting pieces like a KCP, for example. I think you can still do it. You can still win 50. The question is, can you win 52 like the books are saying? Because we'll put it at 51.5 because 3 books say 51.5, 2 say 52.5. Can you win 52 games? I think so. No, respect Christian Brown. Respect Westbrook.
I respect Christian Brown.
No Westbrook respect? You're talking about the triple-double king.
I respect Westbrook,
MVP.
but not to the extent that some niggas do.
Oh, no clue you're talking about.
Yeah.
No clue you're talking about.
But yeah.
But let's get into players we buy in stock on. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have sells. I didn't have player sells.
I had like 3.
I could always come up with them. I have 4 guys I'm gonna buy.
Yeah.
I have 4 guys I'm gonna buy. Do you want to go one by one or just list them all off?
Well, I mean, this will probably be quicker for me because I already
named everyone. Basically.
I named 4 guys, so I have 1 guy left.
Yeah, I named everyone. Yeah. DeJounte, Cade, RJ, and Şengün.
Yeah.
That's my 4 guys I'm buying mad stock in. Cade Cunningham will be an all-star. He will be an all-star.
Yeah.
The fact that Celtics fans, all due respect to them, fine, y'all won a championship, whatever. The fact that they're trying to say, oh, Derek White's better than Cade Cunningham. He impacts winning more. If you throw him in the Pistons, they'll win more. Bro,
they're worse.
Derek White is the 5th option when everyone's healthy on that team. He's the 4th or 5th option. Tell him to go be that guy. They don't do shit. When he was on the Spurs, he was the 2nd option. It was not on shit. And it was because of DeJounte Murray that they even got far. Derek White has never been like that, bro. Respectfully, he's never been like that. So I think Cade Cunningham needs some more respect on his name. I think the losing streak kind of put a lot of people to disrespect his name like that. I think people lying saying because of the rest of the team's jump shooting, they're trying to say he's a bad shooter. He shot pretty fucking well compared to what was around him, with the spacing around him. And that's not like glazing, like feeling bad for him. Like, he shot pretty fucking well with what he had. So we need to respect Cade Cunningham. This is a guy who everyone was tanking for a reason. There is a race for him for a reason. It's not because he's fucking buns. It's not because he's worse than Derek White. Let's just be real. This is all-star potential right here. At his best, he could be a top 7 point guard in the league. At his very best, because we know how tough the point guard position is. That's an honor to be top 7, top 8. He could break into that sometime in his career. I don't see why not. He could be an all-NBA third-team guy. I don't see why not. You feel me? Maybe not this season, but I'm always going to be high on Cade Cunningham since he was a rookie.
Yeah. I mean, I named the guys I was buying stock in: Damian Lillard, Darius Garland, Julius Randle, DeJounte Murray. The last guy I was going to be buying stock in is Benedict Mathurin.
That's a good pickup.
And a lot of it was scary because he didn't play in this playoffs, and I took that in mind when they were playing the Knicks. I'm like, damn, if this guy was on the court, I'd be scared of this guy. Just what he's able to do with his 3-way scoring ability. And I mean, the defense was kind of lackluster, but I think if he buys in, we could see something there.
Who's losing their minutes?
And this actually coincides with a guy that I am selling stock on, and the guy I'm selling stock on is Andrew Nembhard.
Wow. So you just answered my question of who's losing minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the tricky thing. Andrew Nembhard, to me, I'm a fan of Andrew Nembhard. I don't think he's a bad player. But my thing is, everyone is super high on him going into next season. They're calling him the 2022 Jalen Brunson, which I'm not buying into. Andrew Nembhard was okay in the playoffs. And he had 2 very big games in the playoffs, and those games happened to come when Tyrese Halliburton was hurt. Mm-hmm. And now people are kind of blinded by those 2 games and think, oh, he's going to come back. They're going to be the good, the 2-guard duo. I don't think that's the case. I think he had those games because Tyrese was out. You put Nembhard on another team, maybe, but I don't think none of us thought Jalen Brunson would be what he turned into.
No.
Do I think Nembhard is going to be that? Fuck no. And I also think Benedict Mathurin is better than him. He can get a bucket better than him. He can score from all 3 levels better than him. He has the prototypical game of a guy in the playoffs that can take over games. When I see what Jaylen Brown was able to do in this playoffs, I look at Benedict Mathurin, I'm like, he can do some of those things. I don't think Andrew Nembhard could do that. And that's kind of the scary thing about buying stock into Benedict Mathurin, is that they're going to look at what Nembhard did in the playoffs, and they're going to see that Benedict Mathurin wasn't there, and they're just going to be like, all right, we're going to ride with this guy. Mathurin's going to come off the bench. And shit, if they do that or they end up trading him, I think he could go to another team and be a fucking all-star possibly, because I think he's that good. I just don't think Nembhard is going to have the season that people think he's going to have next to Halliburton. So I'm selling stock in that. I don't know if you want me to continue with the players I'm selling stock in, or if you want to go.
Just real quick, just wanted to say, so you think Nesmith is more valuable to a lineup
than Nembhard?
Yeah, because it's between them 2 to lose minutes. Yeah, that's why I asked who loses the minutes. The discussion is just them 2.
Nesmith gives you the defensive presence, the peskiness. You need that shit.
Yeah.
The shooting was kind of up and down, but he was a guy coming out of college who was known for having a strap. So he's a guy who's going to give you that energy. He's going to give you that peskiness role. And to have him and TJ McConnell there, it doesn't hurt to have. Yeah. Andrew Nembhard, it's like people forget, but Brunson was whooping that ass.
Remember they were saying it was supposed to stop him?
Yeah. Hell no. I'm sorry. When Brunson left the game in game 2 and came back into the game, and Brunson was whooping his ass, bro. Like, it got to a point where I was like, yo, I kind of feel bad for Nembhard because he has no answer for Brunson. Yep. And this is Brunson with his like foot like sore and shit. Imagine if he was healthy. It'd be like lights out. Yeah, I would probably value Nesmith more just because you want more defenders around Tyrese Halliburton. If you have fucking Tyrese out there with Andrew Nembhard, that's Jalen Brunson whooping his ass. Imagine fucking Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Like, imagine those guys doing that to him, or fucking Donovan Mitchell. Like, those guys are gonna fucking feast on them.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a 2 backcourt lineup where they're just gonna get cooked. And now you're relying on Siakam and Miles Turner to clean everything up, and Nesmith, who, when you tasked him to be the point of attack defender, when he was guarding Brunson, he was getting into fucking foul trouble. So it's like you kind of want to replace one of those guys. And even when TJ McConnell was out there, he played great in his minutes, but he was kind of limited because of some of the matchups. If you have somebody else out there to take the place of Andrew Nembhard, TJ McConnell might have a longer leash.
Type shit. Yeah. Shout out to. I mean, I rather give Nesmith them minutes too, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to see if it was a discussion for you. For me, it's not a discussion.
Yeah.
He's bringing the defense. He's bringing the intangibles that you need more.
Yeah.
That Tyrese, Nesmith, Benedict Mathurin, Siakam, and Miles Turner lineup is going to be nasty. I can't lie. It's going to be a good fucking matchup and a hard team to play against. Players I'm going to sell. I mean, I don't even want to say Klay Thompson because let's be real.
That's like all time.
I've been sold on that.
Yeah, you've been sold on that.
I sold that like 3 years ago. Made all my money. You feel me? But I don't think it's too late to sell Paul George. You think it's too late? I mean, I've been selling Paul George stock every year.
I mean, his shit. I'm not gonna say his stock is high.
I sold his stock at the very peak, though. I'll say that. I sold his stock after that Blazer series.
Yeah.
After he finished top 3 in MVP and DPO. I sold that shit.
I'm not gonna say his stock is high, but people are valuing him a little bit.
I wouldn't touch him.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch it.
I wouldn't touch him. But just trying to come off with guys off rip, I mean, I kind of have to think about it. You feel me?
I have another guy.
PG, go ahead while I think about it. I'm going to start looking at some rosters.
So another guy I'm selling stock in, and I'm sorry, Nick, but it's Kobe White.
That's fair.
And
I would even say Zach LaVine, but both of them.
The reason for Kobe White is just because he had his best season of his career last season playing the point guard position. Now you're bringing in Josh Giddey. And I guess the front office is very high on Josh Giddey to just trade Alex Caruso, who you could have gotten a decent amount for. They just traded Alex Caruso straight up for Josh Giddey. So now Josh Giddey will probably be running that point guard spot. And now that moves Kobe White to the 2. But then now he's going to be playing the 2-guard spot with Josh Giddey with the ball in his hands. Now that takes the ball out of Kobe White's hands. And now you're also bringing DeMar DeRozan back. That's also going to take less shots away from Kobe White. And then Vucevic is still on the team. Ayo Dosunmu down the stretch was playing very well for the team. Now you have to implement Mattis Buzelis, who you just drafted. This is one of the a bad team with guys that you have to kind of feed. It's kind of shitty. So it's like, I think that just in itself, this isn't me saying Kobe White's a bad player. I just think the situation and circumstances going into this season is different. So now you have to play alongside. You have to learn and play alongside with Josh Giddey, who isn't a floor spacer, who isn't a scoring threat, and now he's going to potentially ruin the spacing for you. Zach LaVine is coming back. He wants to he wants to get the fuck out of there, so he might ball out, get his value up. Vucevic, they're trying to get him out of there too. He might have to ball out and get his value up. And that's going to leave less shot attempts for Kobe White. He's going to have to just thug it out and just get it where he fits in. And I don't think he's going to have the same type of season that he had last season.
I'm selling Jimmy Butler. I looked at all the teams. I'm not gonna lie to you, Justin. There's not that many guys I would sell on, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I try to think about it.
Besides the obvious of Klay Thompson, Paul George, you feel me? I kind of did want to troll and say Jason Tatum because I don't think he's gonna be all NBA first team. Technically, I'll be selling at the right time right now. I don't think he'll be all NBA first team next year.
This is a good time to sell that.
But I guess you could say I'll sell on Tatum just because he won't be an all NBA first team. I guess I'll just get that out of the way. But Jimmy Butler, man. I don't think he's going to make the All-Star team this year. Obviously, he's not even going to get close to All-NBA due to the fact that he don't even play enough. Obviously, I'm low as fuck on the Heat. They're not going to go far in the playoffs. They'll make the play-in, probably get into the playoffs, but they're going to get bounced in the first round. I'm going to sell my Jimmy Butler stock now. I think that Jimmy Jordan shit is over. I think them going deep in the playoffs is over. He's getting old. Jimmy Butler's what, 35 right now?
He's turning 35 next week. Oh, he actually today. Happy birthday to him. Wow.
Yo, happy birthday, Jimmy Butler, but I'm selling stock on you.
Yeah.
I'm selling stock on you, bro. You just turned 35 today. I have no reason to buy any stock in you.
Yeah.
It's done. It's done up.
Yeah.
The best time to sell it was after that last finals, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's over. It's over for him. I don't want to buy anything.
And let me read you
any Heat players.
Since he's joined the Heat, the 1920 season, he's played 58, 52, 57, 64, 60 games.
And this is in order of last year he played 60.
Yeah, last
the year
season,
before he played 64.
64.
Okay. Wow.
So he hasn't played 65 games since.
If you want to be honest with you, I thought he only played 61 time. So shout out to him for getting 2.
The last time he played 65 games was the 18-19 season.
Sixers and T-Wolves.
Yeah.
All right.
And then the last time he played 70 games was
13-14.
Nah, the 16-17 with Chicago.
Okay,
he played 76 games that year.
Okay, no. That was him, Rondo, D-Wade going to the playoffs.
Yeah, that was his last year with the Bulls.
Yeah, I'm selling this shit.
Yeah.
Not even just because of games played and shit like that. Like I said, you're 35. His specific game isn't really a game that ages too well for him, to be honest with you. You're already saying that he's trying to be a net for whatever reason. Why do these guys want to go with the Nets?
He has interest in the Nets, but we don't know if the Nets have interest in him.
But my thing is, why? There's nothing. To be fair, right? Let me not talk too much shit. Maybe Jimmy Butler just be seeing visions of teams, right? Because when he left the Sixers, I thought he was bugging. But a lot of Sixers fans were like, have fun missing the playoffs in the first round. Niggas went to the finals that first year. You feel me?
Yeah.
But with all due respect, Bam and a rookie Tyler Hero looks way more appealing to me than fucking. I'm sorry, no respect to both Cams, but let's be real, y'all is not no Bam Adebayo. You feel me? Even a young Bam Adebayo. I don't see anything with this Nets team that made Damian Lillard want to join, and that was with Bridges, by the way, or Jimmy Butler to join today. There's nothing there for him, but I'm not too high on Jimmy Butler at all. You're not playing too many games. You're not going to go anywhere with your team. You're not going to be an all-star. Why would I buy into you? I think him and PG are the only realistic guys I wouldn't buy into. And Tatum, solely because of just by definition, I don't think he's going to be a quote-unquote top 5 player, even with this 65-game rule. Donovan Mitchell won't be hurt, hopefully. Embiid hopefully won't be hurt. Randall's not no NBA first-team guy, but he's going to make it tough for voters. They're going to be splitting votes.
Yeah.
Tim's not going to be a lock for that top 5 no more, honestly.
And the last guy I sold stock on, it's kind of, I guess, pretty easy. But DeAndre Ayton.
I don't think he's worth a buy or a sell, to be honest with you. He's just there.
He's just there, but I feel like them drafting Donovan Clingan, I think they just can't wait for Ayton to fuck up and wait for him just to put him on the bench. I think they really just want to be like, yo, I know we're paying this guy, but yo, I just want any reason to play Donovan Clingan as soon as possible. He fits the timeline with this young team. You want to see what you get out of school. And Shaedon Sharpe, Anthony Simons is still there. So maybe potentially you could trade Ayton and trade Simons. They're shopping Robert Covington, so maybe they could get. I feel like for those 3, you could get something decent back. But I think just any excuse.
You said shopping who? I'm sorry.
Robert Williams. Did I say Covington?
Yeah, you said Covington.
Oh, my bad,
I was like, wait a second.
My bad.
I was like, damn, we back in 2017. Niggas want him now.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, they're shopping Robert Williams. But I think for those 3, they could get a pretty decent return. And I think they just want any excuse to be able to play Clingan off rip. They have the centers. They have too much. And some people could use them. Like
in an era where, realistically, they're not too highly coveted.
Yeah, some teams could use those centers.
It's not 2005, nigga.
Yeah, and we talked about it. They have a pretty solid. They're a bad team. They're a deep bad team. Like you still have Scoot, you have Shaedon, you have Simons, you just got Denny. You have Jeremy Grant still, who they also look to shop. Ayton, Donovan Clingan, fucking Robert Williams, Tamani Kamara. Like this team is pretty solid. Like, but they're shit. But with those, with Time Lord, Ayton, Jeremy Grant, Simons, you could get something decent back. I'm not saying you're gonna get like a superstar back, but
you're getting pieces though. You don't want a superstar regardless.
Yeah, you don't want a superstar. You want picks, maybe complementary players, young players. That's probably what you want back. And I think the Blazers will be in a good spot if they're like, Ayton, fuck that nigga. We got Clinton.
Yeah.
I think so. I'm selling on him.
My thing too is like you said, like they're a deep bad team, but they don't have like the resources where it's like they have a good problem. Like the Thunder did.
real.
Like the Thunder did when they were bad.
Thunder, the Rockets.
The
now.
Rockets now, but at least the Rockets proved that they could win. But even when the Thunder were bad, it's like they have good pieces and Chet's coming back. Yo, this is like deep mid. Like Shannon Sharp is cool. I fuck with Shannon Sharp a lot. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm not like crazy high on him to be an all-star superstar. I don't see any of these guys that they have right now that are young that's like screaming all-star superstar. That includes Klingon too, by the way. But at least you're not paying him like you're paying Ayton, so you can move him around and see what Klingon can give you.
Yeah.
Maybe he pans out. Maybe he's ass. Oh well, it's not like we're paying him 20-something million a year. When it's time to pay him, all right, nigga, walk away.
Yeah.
We don't care. You feel me? But there's no one on that team that I'm like, damn, like you could be even Scoot. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
he has
Scoot
to prove
right
it
now,
to me.
yeah,
He has to prove. I'm not selling Scoot stock yet. You feel me? I don't have it either. But maybe in the middle of the season, I'll buy.
I was scared to buy or sell.
I'm gonna give him till Q2, which is All-Star break, right? And see if I want to buy.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'm gonna give him till Q2, maybe even Q1. If you popping out them first 20-something games, I'll buy. But right now, nah, I can't do it, bro. I can't. I just can't do it at this moment in time.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Blazers though. Y'all gonna be ass for a couple years. Justin, I did want to talk about football though. Just the things relevant with our teams. Of course, important news such as unfortunately Tua's going down again. Got that concussion.
Yeah. Prayers for Tua.
Yeah. Shit. Is his career over? Be honest.
Just might be 4 concussions in 2
retired.
years. It's tough.
Got 4? I thought he had 3. Damn.
In the 2022 season, he had 3. Yeah.
Damn.
He had 1 in week 3.
The only one I know is the one where he threw his fingers up like crazy.
He had 1 in week 3 of 2022. And they tried to brush it off and say it was some other shit. But it was really, they found out it was a concussion the next day. Then he plays the week after that, gets in concussion again. And then he comes back week 16 and suffers another one.
That's the big one.
I think that was the big one. Pause. And then
he kind of did that this last one. So.
Yeah, and then last season they were very careful with him. He put on muscle, and he didn't get any. And then Thursday night, he was having a shitty game, and he was trying to play hero ball. He was trying to get that first down, and
respect obviously too.
Yeah, respect obviously, and then he's running in for a first down, and ironically, he runs into Damar Hamlin, and he gets that. As soon as he made impact, I was like, ah, shit. He was on the ground a little bit too long. I was like, ah. But yeah, bro, 4 concussions in 2 years, it's tough, bro. Like, I wouldn't. And I would probably consider retiring if I was him, because it's like, he already got paid. He just got paid.
Here's my thing, though, because NFL contracts is different from MLB and NBA. They can miss 3 years of their career, they still getting paid. How much of that is guaranteed?
I would have to look it up, but
because I know he has a big ass deal, but
he has
at least he has the, because obviously QBs are the ones who always get paid the most. At least you're going to be cashing a decent guaranteed check if you do retire.
Damn, he got signed a 4-year, $212 million extension. I think 167 million.
It's crazy.
Guaranteed.
I was about to say I bet 150 is guaranteed.
167 mil guaranteed.
I mean, wait a second. The thing is, though, with retirement, do you still get that though? Because I know in the NBA, if you retire and let's say you have a contract next year, you don't get that money. If I'm not mistaken.
I mean,
maybe they do him right and they put him like on the IL and shit, but they also got to worry about their own franchise. So that's a lot of bread.
Yeah, that is a lot of fucking bread. I don't know the rules with that, but if he did get paid, I'm like, shit, I would just take that. I would probably consider retiring if I was him, because that's a lot of hits. That is a lot. And,
I know you said he put on muscle and shit, but it's like, is it just bad luck, bro? Is it the way that he's running? Because I saw someone on Twitter, obviously it's Twitter, someone said like, not that it's his fault, but it's like he didn't even take a big hit. It's just the way that he let in. Like, and it was kind of like his fault.
He went in head first.
Is it kind of like his fault, the way that he be doing this shit? like all the other ones? Was it just freak accidents? The other one, this one's his fault. Like
I feel like this one was low key more like
this because I'm sorry, it's not like Jared Goff's getting mad concussions every year, nigga. It's not like all these guys. Lamar be running that motherfucker
and also
every play. He don't be getting
also
concussions.
last year too. He was like taking classes like learning how to like fall and shit.
That's crazy.
So he wasn't like falling like awkwardly. So he did that. I think this Thursday night specifically, that was like on him.
Yeah.
Cause he went in like, if you see the replay, that motherfucker went head first.
Crazy. And then his head's the only one that snapped like that.
Yeah.
Because he went into bro's chest.
And to me, that was kind of like a desperation play just because
You need that first down.
Yeah, they were down like 31-10 at that point. He was having a bad game. He threw like 3 picks. So I think
I watched, trust me.
he just wanted to make some shit happen. So I think that was just like a desperation. Let me make something happen. And he just got out of character and just did it. Because Tua is not known for fucking rushing the ball at all. So that was kind of, yeah, that was kind of just an uncharacteristic play by him. But I hope he's fine though.
Yeah, shout out to him. I saw that game. Another game I saw though, stay on top of it Thursday night, but unfortunately also injuries. Jason Love's brother's down too. He's injured. I'm sorry, I had to do it. Whenever I talk about him, I know his injury is not. We're not talking about the injury, but I'm always gonna call Jordan Love Jason Love's brother. But he went down to. That was a good ass game though. I saw that shit at Mikey Lock. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I saw that at Mikey Lock's house. It was a good time. But it was a good ass game. Both QBs kind of played like shit though.
They did. Yeah.
They played like supreme shit. But a lot of people saying it was the field's fault, bro. Saquon first fucking play, nigga fell on his ass, bro. Didn't even gain a yard. You feel me?
Twitter was on it ASAP.
Yeah.
Like they was clowning him already. I'm like, damn, bro, give him time.
Yeah, I feel you, but then he cooked for the rest of the game.
I fucking miss Saquon, man.
I was about to say, how badly do you miss him after seeing that game?
I miss him a lot.
Did you want to cry?
Nah.
You a liar.
Nah, I don't want to cry.
You a liar. You want to cry.
I was hype as fuck,
You saw
though.
him 3 TDs. He's like, could have did that in MetLife.
Nah, he was. I mean, it was his time to go.
Yeah, it's still fuck him.
He wasn't gonna do us no favors by staying. Bro.
It's still fuck him though. You feel me? Picked the wrong team, bro.
Nah, he did pick the wrong team.
Picked the wrong team. You could pick any team.
Like
There's 2 teams you couldn't have picked.
Yo,
That's it.
I accepted him leaving, but him going to the Eagles, that shit got me tight. Like I was thinking he was gonna go to the Chargers because I remember he did an interview. He was like, "Yo, I love Jim Harbaugh, whatever," and his system, he's gonna run the shit out of the ball. So I'm like, oh, that would be really good for Saquon. I'm like, if he goes there, I'll be happy.
And my son Justin.
And then he went to the Eagles, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, that's whack as hell.
That shit hurt.
What about your Giants, bro?
It's over.
Are you guys winning this week?
I want to say yeah, because historically we own the Commanders, and last year we beat them twice. The year before that, I think we tied one of the games and then we beat them. And then I remember the one that sticks out the most is the 2020 season. Mm-hmm. We started off 0-5, and we beat them twice that year.
Bum ass.
And the funny thing is, they won the division that year. They were like 6-10, and I remember they played Tampa Bay. Yeah, that's when the NFC East was garbage.
Yo, 6-10 is crazy.
6-10, they won the division. They hosted a playoff game against the Tampa Bay. That's when
that won the Super Bowl.
That's when they won the Super Bowl.
Yo, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, they must have fried them. That had to have been a crazy blowout.
Yeah, Tampa Bay fucking fried them.
That's embarrassing.
That Washington team had no business being in the playoffs.
I guess that's the one argument.
They won the division.
Oh, that's the one argument. Get rid of divisions, but keep that shit. Keep that shit.
I still fuck with it.
Keep that shit.
But yeah, like we own the Commanders for some reason. If we lose this game, it's over.
If y'all lose, I'm gonna be tight because I made a 16-leg parlay for $1 to win like 8 bands, and y'all have to win. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. Last year, I thought we were gonna lose to them, and we beat them, and I was like, "Wow, these niggas just suck."
I'm 1 for 1 so far, by the way. Bills won. I think I even took Bills alternate spread 3.5, and that's because they're already plus money line. I was like, bro, they're gonna blow them out
against the Dolphins.
Yeah, I was like, they're gonna blow them out.
Oh yeah, they own the Dolphins.
I was like, they're gonna win by at least 10.5. How are they the underdog? I was like, bro, I'm gonna take under -3.5.
In the Josh Allen era, they own the Dolphins.
He'd be frying them.
Yeah, he'd be frying them.
Frying them stupidly.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to go crazy. Shout out fucking James Cook. He went fucking insane.
You ready to join the bright side?
What bright side?
The team that's going to the Super Bowl, baby.
The Lions.
Yeah, bro. Stop glazing Puka Nacua. Stop glazing Cooper Kupp.
Stafford had a fucking great
Stop
game.
glazing Stafford.
I love Stafford, bro.
We whooped his ass. We beat him twice already, just in this calendar year. Come home,
I don't
Justin.
know if the...
Home.
I guess the Rams just play them really well.
The Lions play them well. Is that what you mean to say?
No, I meant to say the Rams. Because
You mean the Lions, the team that won both times.
Yeah, but I'm saying the Rams because the Lions are, according to everybody this season, is supposed to be the undoubtedly best team in the NFC.
Yes.
I've seen a lot of people picking them to go to the Super Bowl, which is fair.
It's going to happen.
They're one of the top teams in the NFC. It's between them, the Niners. Some people want to sprinkle the Eagles in there.
No.
And I would have thrown Green Bay in there before Jordan Love's injury.
No. Even with him healthy, no.
But I'm like, this is supposed to be one of the top dogs in the NFC. And I'm not going to take anything away from them, but I'm like, I'm just guessing that the Rams just match up very well with them. Because so far, the 2 times that they have played, it's a fucking movie every time.
But they lost.
Yeah, by very, very close margins every time. So,
But what at the end of the day, what does the win-loss record say? 1-0 and 0-1.
yeah, yeah.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
Especially in a sport like football, where you're not even playing 20 games. That shit matters. So you know what?
Yeah.
We taking our win. We moving on.
Shout out Sean McVay, because sometimes I don't know how the fuck he does it. Like, he be having
I'm worried about that nigga.
He be having random niggas out there, and he still make it work sometimes.
Dan Campbell's better.
Nah.
Respect my team, bro. Respect my team. I was with them in the trenches, bro. That first Jared Goff year, I was with them in the trenches.
McVay got your boy in the Super Bowl.
It don't matter,
Despite
nigga.
him not
It
playing
don't
that
matter.
well.
It don't matter. We're gonna get there this year. This year. That's who I'm buying stock on in the NFL. Fuck it, I got the suit on already. NFL stocks. I am buying the Lions to go to the Super Bowl.
Shout out if I'm gonna shout out somebody from the Lions real quick.
Laporta, J-Mo, Gibbs, Montgomery, Goff.
Shout out Montgomery.
Anybody.
That
Damn,
nigga-
What about Jim? J-Mo was cooking.
Or Jameer Gibbs. Or
No.
Jameson Williams.
Yeah, Jameson
No,
Williams. He was cooking.
I'm just shouting out Montgomery specifically just because he was on my fantasy
So
team.
Jameson Williams.
Yo,
said-
he bullied. I'm not gonna lie. He bullied the fucking Rams in overtime. That nigga said, "Get on my back."
No, I was about to say, just quick about J-Mo. That shit was funny, son. Everyone was not cooking on Twitter, but they was like, damn, he hitting every touchdown dance he got. Like he not gonna get no more touchdowns for the rest of the season.
That shit.
So they like 4 dances.
But I'm excited to see what the NFC East. I mean, the NFC in general, like what comes out of it, because I think the NFC East is open. I mean, you got those teams. People are talking about with Tua going down. Is Tom Brady gonna sneak in and try to come out of retirement?
I saw that. That's not gonna happen.
I'm
bro.
like, I don't think so.
He signed a contract already.
I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna happen. I feel like if Tom Brady was to come back, he'd want to go to an NFC team. That's why I think him going to the Bucs was like the smartest shit ever. Because it's like the NFC is like still up in the air.
Yeah.
Like the AFC is a fucking gauntlet.
Yeah.
Too many fucking guys out there. But yeah, the Giants,
gauntlet.
y'all gotta win.
A gauntlet.
That AFC,
What's the gauntlet?
Chiefs,
That's it.
Ravens.
No, that's it. It's just the Chiefs. They are the gauntlet.
But I'm like, if Tom Brady was on the Dolphins, can I confidently say he's gonna beat the Bills?
No, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying the only gauntlet is the Chiefs. It's just the Chiefs, bro. We don't gotta throw the Ravens in there. Respectfully, we don't gotta throw the Bills in there. We know who's coming from that
The
side.
Texans.
They're not the gauntlet yet. They will be. They will be. Not this year though. It's just the Chiefs. It's who's gonna beat the Chiefs. It's not who's gonna make it. The Chiefs, the Ravens, the fucking the Bengals. Who's gonna make the Bills? Bro, it's who's gonna beat the Chiefs to get to the Super Bowl.
I guess.
You feel me?
I feel like the Ravens are beating like everybody else, not named the Chiefs.
Come on, Justin. They're beating the Bills.
The Ravens?
They beating the Bengals.
Yes.
Confidently.
Yes.
Confidently. Respect Joe Burrow, nigga.
I mean, it's early, but Joe Burrow.
Lose one game.
Yeah.
I picked him to win this week, by the
I mean,
way.
that's why I didn't draft him in fantasy. That fucking wrist. I didn't want to. I didn't
You
want.
saw him pick up the Gatorade bottle. They was
And
cooking
they,
him.
I don't
was
know.
cooking him.
Yeah, he picked it up, paused with 2 hands.
It was
Like, and then Jamar Chase, they offered him They offered him a deal. I forgot how much. I think it was like 90 mil guaranteed. He turned it down.
Yeah, that's stupid.
He said, "I want more than Jefferson."
That's crazy. He said $1 more.
Yeah. And then T. Higgins has a hamstring. Their O line is still shitty. Them losing Joe Mixon was a big loss because now he's on Houston and he looks like a fucking monster. So I don't know.
I guess the last thing I want to ask, because again, you're the football expert, I'm the baseball expert. We're both learning from each other. Are you selling Caleb Williams stock yet?
No.
I was hate. Yo, out of all the games that I watched, by the way, this past week, I think I probably watched like 4 games.
It's one fucking game.
Obviously, I watched the Lions. I watched the Eagles game. That was one of the few games I watched. I watched that game. I'm not counting this because it's week 2. What other game did I see? I saw one other game too, like most of it. But besides the point, I saw some of the Giants game, and there was one other game I'm missing actually. So I saw like parts of 5 games. You know, they all be happening at the same time.
Shout out Red Zone. That shit comes in clutch.
That's the one I watched the most though. I'm not gonna lie. The Bears just hate watching. I was so
I'm
hyped.
not selling stock on Caleb.
They was winning. I was like, I'm so hyped right now, bro. But the defense won the fucking game.
They did.
Also, the Will Levis shit going like this was funny as hell
funny.
too. But I'm sorry, bro. Like, you don't even throw for 100 yards and your team fucking win, bro.
Yeah, they won because of the defense. Caleb did not have a good game.
100% for defense.
I'm not selling stock though. He was a lot of the times he was just leaving the pocket too early and just trying to make shit happen. When that one sack was so bad, I'm like, bro,
one sack, bro. Yeah.
I'm like, get rid of the fucking ball.
It looked like I was playing NCAA, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
But he still had like, there were still moments in there where I'm like, yo, I see what he's trying to do and he's making the right reads. He's just a little, I don't know if it was first game jitters or something, but you could tell, I guess the moment got the best of him. But that being said, watching guys like Will Levis, Malik Willis, I'm like, watching those guys and watching Caleb, I'm like, Caleb is far and away better than those guys. And I think he's going to get better with time. Like, we have to stop after one game just shitting on these rookie quarterbacks.
No, we're not going to stop.
Because people forget that Peyton Manning fucking led the league in interceptions his rookie year. He had multiple games where he threw 3 interceptions every fucking game. And people probably were writing him off at the time, but this shit kind of takes time, bro. Like, and I say it all the time. Quarterback is the hardest position in all of fucking sports. And it's going to be...
Whoa. That's a disagreement we have.
I mean, that's
a disagreement we have. I think pitcher is harder than... They're 1 and 2, but I think pitcher's harder than the quarterback.
I think it's...
Starting pitcher specifically. If anything, no, I take that back. Closer is harder than quarterback.
Yeah, closer is hard as fuck.
Closer is harder than quarterback. I'll say that much.
But I think quarterback is the hardest position. And it's not no walk in the park. Like, it's going to take some time. Like, it's rare for motherfuckers to come in off rip and just be lights out. Like, even then, CJ Stroud, it took him a few weeks. Like, he was doing the...
That's another day I gotta bring up. Continue.
CJ Stroud, it took him a few weeks to kind of like start exploding. Like, I remember the first couple weeks, he was doing the right things, taking care of the ball, not throwing no interceptions, managing the game well. And then once he got comfortable within the season, then he started having these blow up games. Like, then we started to see it happen for him. But it's rare where like guys are like coming in off rip and like just lighting up the league. Like Josh Allen, his first 2 years, people were saying he was mid as fuck. Some people was calling him a bust. By his 3rd year, he was an MVP candidate. I think he was second for MVP by his 3rd year. So it takes time with these guys. Like, people just want to rush into certain things, and I get it. It's the social media era, but you got to give these guys some time, bro.
I'm gonna keep hate watching Caleb Williams, and I'm gonna keep hate watching Bryce Young too.
Bryce Young, on the other hand, that might go. Nah, that's probably gonna go down as one of the worst trades of all time, and it's not even his fault.
Whoa! You just said it took Josh Allen 3 years. You said it took Peyton Manning some years. Why can't you give him at least the rest of the season?
Look, I'm not selling stock on Bryce Young, but like the Panthers franchise is fucking garbage, bro. And I feel so bad for Bryce Young because. Some of it is on him, but like a lot of it is on the organization. Them trading up for Bryce Young when they didn't even have the rest of the pieces around him, that's gonna shoot them in the foot. I don't remember like the rest of the shit they traded, but just the breakdown of the trade, the main pieces you really have to know is they traded Caleb Williams and DJ Moore for Bryce Young. There was other pieces in there. If you want to look up the rest of the full trade, you could look it up. But that's like the two big pieces. And trading up, I mean, people in hindsight now are like, you could have just got CJ Stroud or Anthony Richardson. That's hindsight because in the moment, it was really Bryce Young and CJ.
Else.
It was Bryce Young and CJ at the top, a little bit more Bryce, and then it was everybody else. Like Anthony Richardson and Will Levis were in a tier of themselves. So it sucks because a lot of it has to do with the organization. Like it's bottom tier organization. When Baker Mayfield was there, I thought it was the end of Baker Mayfield's career when he went to the Panthers. And it looked like, and I'm a Baker Mayfield fan, it looked like that was the end of Baker Mayfield when he was on the Panthers. They got rid of his ass, bro. They waived the midseason. Once he went to the Rams and they beat the Raiders on Thursday Night Football, I'm like, all right, Baker still has a chance in the NFL. He goes to the Buccaneers and he saved his career with that. But him going to the Panthers, that was like rock bottom. Like he was almost out the league. So the Panthers, it's really, really fucking bad right now. And what just happened last week to the Saints, them getting destroyed like that is insane. Because I don't even think the Saints are that good.
They're ass. Man.
They're
Even
ass.
I know that.
They're ass. You guys made Derek Carr look like a fucking beast when I think Derek Carr is okay. I think Bryce Young's in fucking purgatory right now. And I feel like we
sounds like hell, not no purgatory.
Yeah, it's like hell right now. I feel like we won't know how good he really is until he goes to another team or I don't know what happens, but he's in hell right now.
Yeah.
It's very tough.
One quick shout though I want to give in terms of football still. There's going to be college, so 2 shout outs. I want to shout out Raiola for whooping Colorado's ass. I took the alternate spread on them too, -8.5. Thank you so much for getting me paid. Shout out to you, baby Mahomes. And then I also want to give a shout out to my QB, my college QB for the South Carolina Gamecocks, my new college team for every sport. Lenore Sellers fried Kentucky when they were plus 230 on the money line. And I hammered that shit too. It was that and Colorado combined. Well, sorry, that and Nebraska spread combined, alternate spread. It's 12 o'clock. It's 12:36 right now as we record. Kind of scared to check the score versus LSU. LSU played uncharacteristically recently, but we're gonna beat LSU today. Let me check the score first before I lock that down. But we gonna beat LSU today. We probably down 14-0 right now in the last 36 minutes. We still gonna win. I fuck with Lenore Sellers. Shout out to my boy with the goggles. Shout out to bro. I don't know if you got any more football shout outs, Justin.
Nah,
I'm finna check the score right now.
I'm excited to watch Colorado State versus Colorado tonight.
Colorado State, I'm betting on you.
Yeah, we'll find out tonight. The rematch of last year, game went to double overtime. I'll never forget that game.
We up 7-0.
Oh yeah,
we gonna win.
Yeah. Shout out to and then you got Braden Fowler Nicolosi talking shit to Colorado.
Fuck Colorado.
So we'll see. This
Shiloh's down.
Yeah, Shiloh's down. This is gonna be a fun game, hopefully. And I can't wait. I hope it lives up to the hype. The Yankees are playing well.
Aaron Judge broke the longest home run streak that he's had without a home run. I got the Yankee shirt under this, obviously. This is Gleyber Torres. This is not Jeter, because I want to give him a shout out too. He's playing well in leadoff. Please improve your fucking defense, though, all right? Please improve your defense. But he hit a leadoff home run recently. That was the same game, by the way, Justin, the first Red Sox game where that Soto, I thought he broke his foot. Gotta let it all out. Pause. Soto, we thought broke his foot or some shit. Got hurt. Hit a bomb right after, and that's him at bat. Shout out to Soto. Shout out to Judge hitting that go-ahead grand slam. Man, and I don't know what it was, Justin. I just got that sensation. I just had that sensation, bro. I'm like, you went 70 plate appearances without a home run. Longest of your career. You're at home versus the Red Sox. I'm not going to lie. I kind of wanted to go to that game. I regret not going now. But you do all that. Soto walks. All them guys on base. Big man comes up. has not had a home run since his appearance on Paw Patrol. I'm not being funny. Did not have a single home run since he appeared on Paw Patrol as a guest star, because he hit 100 home runs in Paw Patrol. But he finally did it. He got the goods done. Shout out to Judge. Justin, I'm just gonna fire a quick shot. I'm assuming that your household wasn't too happy though with the past 2 games. I'm just gonna assume that.
Nope.
But that's fine, because my household was very fucking happy. Not only that, with that win last night, 3 games above the Orioles. I'm gonna say right now, I might go by myself, Justin. I'm gonna see who's working, who's not working. That Orioles series coming up this week, middle of the week, I'm going to one of them games at least. Everybody's invited. I'm gonna ask everybody, obviously. Some people are probably gonna be working. I think some are day games, some are night games. I will be going, because we're gonna win the division. We're gonna celebrate at home in the fucking Bronx. That's what we're gonna do, because that's what we about. That's what the Yankees is about. Sorry, that's not next week. That's a week and a half from now. We're gonna win the division at home. Shout out to my Yankees. Shout out to Ohtani too. About to have the first 50 home run, 50 stolen base record ever in a year.
We need a big New York playoff run.
We've needed this shit so badly. By the way, I don't know if Justin even know this. The 2010s was the only decade the Yankees didn't go to a World Series.
Embarrassing.
By the way. Like, they've gone and lost before in decades and not won like the entire decade. Only decade that they did not even go there. Which is crazy, because I think the Lakers have gone every decade. The Celtics didn't. The Celtics missed it in the
2010.
Depends how you, because baseball is different. It's just 2024 season. It's going all through 2024. Don't know if the Celtics count because it's 09-10. Depends. But the Lakers have gone every fucking decade, if you look at it. Not counting the fit. Maybe they went in the 50s too, actually. But I'm pretty sure the Lakers have gone every fucking decade, bro. So for the Yankees not to do that on a streak that's longer, by the way, that started in like the 1930s, 1920s, that's kind of disappointing. But 2020s, man, new decade. We're in the middle of the decade. Get to that World Series. Hopefully we see the Dodgers. If they see the Dodgers, Justin, we may see like record viewership for the first time in years.
Or Yankees Dodgers.
For the first time in years. They've been paused, salivating for that for years.
That would be crazy.
2017, it almost happened. They made it. We didn't, obviously. We lost in the championship series. 2019, they salivated. Neither of us made it. You feel me? 2020, we didn't make it. And obviously, we had no chance in 21 or 22. But every single time they've been this close to having, they've not had that shit since the 80s. One of the most common World Series matchups ever is us versus the Dodgers. And of course, us versus the Cardinals, us versus the Giants. But man, this is the year. Judge versus Ohtani, Yankees versus Dodgers, New York versus LA. They would make some bank if that happens. The problem is you can't rig baseball like you could like a basketball game. You can't. You can't David Stern that shit. If the ball is in strikes, you hit it, that's it. You cannot say shit, you feel me? So hopefully that happens. I'm trying to think anything else cool that's happening. Paul Skeens is still doing his shit. He's probably going to win Rookie of the Year. Lindor just got hurt, but he's been cooking.
Yeah, he has been cooking.
He fucked up. Yo, I was so happy because I bet the Mets to win against the Blue Jays. I don't know if you saw it. They had a perfect game going into the ninth.
Oh, no-hitter? And then Lindor homer?
Was it a perfect game or a no-hitter? No, you're right. It was a no-hitter. He had one walk and one strikeout. One fucking strikeout. That would have been... Obviously, I got to look it up, but there's no way you've had a no-hitter with 0 strikeouts. He had 1 strikeout. Lindor hit a leadoff bomb. I was so happy. And they scored 6 more. I was like,
yeah,
I won that bet. I won that. I was so nervous,
I remember
bro.
Mikey Locks going crazy.
I was so... at work?
Yeah.
I was so nervous, but shout out Lindor. A perfect game was ruined last night and a no-hitter too as well. It was a perfect game going into the 8th. Then they had 2 outs for a no-hitter. The Tigers versus the Orioles. My son Gunnar Henderson. I fuck Gunnar Henderson too, by the way. He had a fucking triple with 2 outs. I was tight. I was like, damn, they had that shit ruined. But hey man, I'm just happy because like I told Justin on the pod at the start of the season, I said, I don't know what it is, but I feel like this season's gonna be special. It's been fucking special. Judge might not hit 60, that's fine. He's had the best offensive season since fucking Barry Bonds. Best clean hitting season ever, probably. Bobby Witt is having the best shortstop season since A-Rod in the 90s. You feel me? Maybe even 2002, if picking on the years. Like, Gunnar Henderson looked like a dog. Soto would win MVP any other year that Judge don't exist. You feel me? If Judge doesn't exist, Soto's the clear MVP. We got rookies like Paul Skeens and with his girl Livy Dunn that's popping off. He's doing his shit. He just broke the Pirates rookie strikeout record. Ohtani is fucking Ohtani. The Dodgers are the Dodgers. All we missing is Mike Trout. This would have been one of the most special seasons ever. All we're missing is Mike Trout, honestly. But it's been phenomenal. No team, by the way, is gonna win 100 games this year. First time in a minute. So shout out to all the baseball talk. I'm ready for the fucking playoffs, bro. I'm gonna say that much. Justin, you got any extra shout outs, bro?
Shout out Caitlin Clark breaking the WNBA single season assist record, passing Alyssa Thomas.
I remember you saw the tweet of Alyssa Thomas, by the way.
No, what did she say?
Someone said, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I had to remember this. Someone said Caitlin Clark before this season started, like, can lead the league in assists. And Alyssa Thomas was like, don't do me like that, or something like that. She responded to the tweet with like a laughing emoji, and Cheryl Swoops also replied to with like laughing emojis. Everyone's been fucking screenshotting that shit everywhere on Twitter and sharing it.
Yeah, she now has 321 assists and counting.
Demon.
And also shout out to the New York Liberty, my WNBA team, the number one team in the league, undoubtedly. Hopefully this is the year. 31-6. Nobody's fucking with us. I hope we see Vegas in the finals.
That's your two shout outs? No shout out for A'ja Wilson.
Shout out to A'ja Wilson. She should be the MVP.
Does she even need it every week? Kind of not.
She don't.
But she cooking.
She should be the MVP this year. If she don't, it's because of seeding. I mean, they're the 4th seed. But she's fucking hooping right now.
She is hooping.
She's hooping.
Shout out to Bam, too.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. That's all I can say.
Shout out to Unc Shannon Sharp.
Stop, bro. Stop. Stop, bro.
I think I said
Stop, bro. Shout out to Michelle, whoever. You saw Michelle Beetle tweet. She's like, it was not me.
Nah, I didn't see that.
And R-Truth commented on that shit like 10 times. He's like, are they fucking? In all caps. And he's like, excuse my French. And he said, by the way, R-Truth, I think, is older or the same age as Shannon Sharp. He's like, Unc, get off live right now. And then R-Truth, I don't know if you saw this one, he made his own parody video of that.
Nah, I didn't see that.
Shit.
They had Kai on Nightcap, and he was like, you got to leave your phone in the car next time.
Nah, he's bugging out. Speaking of R-Truth and WWE, shout out to the tribal chief Roman Reigns. That comeback was kind of wild last night in the steel cage match. Shout out to him. Yeah. I don't know if I have any like crazy shout outs either. Oh, this is probably what's going to have to get us off the air. For whatever reason, he's going viral now, even though we've known about bro for like 3 years maybe. Shout out King Nazir going viral for whatever reason.
All right, we're done.
I don't know why he's going viral, but shout out to you, bro. You deserved it. You deserved it. He funny as hell. Shout out King Nazir. Shout out Soto. Shout out Judge. Shout out all my homies out there. Shout out Leo over there in Jordan fighting for our freedom. I'm lying. That nigga just be in the gym over there not doing shit. They don't even be carrying his strap. But shout out to Leo. Oh, shout out to Manuel for graduating from doctor school type shit in DR.
Shout out to Manuel.
And you would know better than me. Dacre's birthday did pass, right?
Yeah, it was last Sunday.
Shout out to Dacre Padrino. Happy birthday. That's fucked up. You should have been the one to do that. I'm calling you out.
Belated.
I'm calling you out on live. I'm calling you out.
I mean,
you should have
it passed. I already wished him a happy birthday.
You should have been the one to shout him out, though, not me. That's crazy. I'm going to have a talk with Dacre about that shit. That's disrespect. But with that, guys, I mean, I got no more shout outs. Justin, get us out of here, bro. I got to take a piss and get a bagel.
If you guys are watching on YouTube, please subscribe. I want to let's try to hit a goal. We're at 169 right now, subscribers. You think we could aim for 200 before the basketball season starts?
I don't see why not.
I think we could try to make that happen. I think we should all try to make that happen.
I think I know a way to get to 200, but you might not approve of it.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
I won't say it, but yeah, you know.
But if we could get to 200 before the NBA season starts,
it's like a month from now.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, we could probably make it happen.
31. Come on.
31. Yeah.
And in 3-4 weeks, come on.
Nigga.
I've seen. You sound like Alexis. Sound like, come on, man, come
on. If you guys are listening on audio, please give us 5 stars. Please follow us on TikTok at the J&J Podcast. We appreciate you guys. Clips is going up. You guys are doing your thing.
Shout out Cardi too. Peace.
Oh yeah. Peace.